number 3. Coming to the line. Who's going to get it done? Green flag, we're racing.
Get your foot in. He got it. He's got it. He's got it.
Get there. No.
This is going to win.
Wow.
Barr Visuals FTF Cup Series welcomes you to Charlotte for tonight's Team Conti Sim Performance World 600K, live from the virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. So glad to have you with us tonight here on FTF. Jacob Hitz, Caleb Hoffman, Sean Butler here with you as we get set to go for 600 kilometers and
49.
Yeah, thank you. 249 laps here at Charlotte. And we're taking new vehicles out for a spin for the first time. The Gen 4s are hitting the high banks here at Charlotte. Let's take a look at that starting grid. If I can pull it up, here we go. On pole, Matthew Zwack. Joe Armstrong lines up to the outside. Michael Conti makes his season debut. He has Kane Cook to the outside. Brandon Hawkins, Jake Nichols, Michael Guest, Zach Novak, Nate Stewart, and Jaden Hopp rounding out the top 10.
Art Reimer in 11th with Wyatt Gray to his outside. David L. Brown, Ashley Kolonix 13th and 14th. Jose Solis and Cosmin Ionescu in 15th and 16th. Aaron Smith and Seth Knoll 17th and 18th. And then rounding out your top 20 going to be Gabriel Dehari and Ryan Doucette.
And the drivers that were not locked in and had to make their way in on time: Wyatt Tinsley, Santi Tiras, Blake Reynolds, Daniel Falkingham, Alex Van de Sant, Tom Wetmore, Jackson Anderson, Jonathan Oates, Ronnie Osmer, Kevin McAdams will round out your front 30.
31st tonight belongs to Malachi Drake and Chris Oberlin, Brian Andrew, Jacob Wilkerson, Sean Rowe, Chris Wetz, Josh Chin, Kyle Merkel, Corey Carpenter, and Paul Nikolajczyk. Then your final 4: Brian Belrocki, Justin Malillo, Jake Pullen, Ryan Zabelski. 44 car field here at Charlotte. I believe we are 1 lap to green. So we'll go around the horn here. Final thoughts before we get this race officially underway.
Yeah, I mean, I've had this circled on my calendar for months, it feels like, and it's been a little tumultuous, but we're finally here with the Gen 4s here at Charlotte. This is going to be a fun one, 249 laps, and I'm excited to see how this track changes over the next few hours and who can overcome all that.
And this is I want to say, historic moment in FTF and for iRacing, of course. First big race with these brand new Gen 4 stock cars. I'm very glad they're here, and going to be interesting to see how these things act over 600 kilometers.
We'll see them a lot for the rest of the Barr Visuals FTF Cup Series season. They make their season debut tonight. The Gen 4s for 600K at Charlotte. Let's go! Green flags in the air. We're racing. Side by side for the lead on the first lap at Charlotte, but it'll be Joe Armstrong on that outside line from the front row, taking the lead away. Here comes Michael Conti upstairs, looking for that second spot.
Conti doing a fantastic job to hang on the outside, going to complete that pass using that momentum on Matthew Zwack, who will fall into third. Meanwhile, side by side, Brandon Hawkins holding on with Kane Cook to his outside through 3 and 4.
Nice start in that 13. Behind them, you've got Jake Nichols, a little bit of a different look for him. Michael Guest is in there as well. Staying side by side, and so far, for the first 2 laps, we have completed without any oopsies on the racetrack.
Saw one that was slow at the start of the race. That was Art Reimer in the 47. He has since dropped to the very far back of the field. He's currently by his lonesome. There you see him on the backstretch. So definitely wondering what's going on with Art, but loving this racing right now. And just this car on the track, just seeing it, I'm still getting used to seeing this thing out here, because we've been clamoring for this thing for, I want to say, years for this point, but now to finally see it on the racetrack, and some of the best in the oval business on iRacing getting to do it is it's fun to watch. And I'm curious to see how this top line is going to react. You see Jake Nichols there as well. The 75 of Jose Solis Jr. is behind him. They're running that middle to high lane on the racetrack, and I want to see if it comes in at all. This is going to be a very bottom dominant race to start, I would think, as Conti tries it right there in 1 and 2. He's got Zwack looking underneath him. But again, this is not the new Charlotte. This is the older 2018 version of Charlotte. The grip is a little bit different than the newer version. So good to see these guys try to figure out which lane works and which doesn't.
A lot of bottom feeding for now, but guys, this racetrack is going to change as we go through the day. The sim time set for 6 o'clock in the evening, but it's on a 4x speed. So we are going to keep flying through time, which really gives us, even though it's a shorter race, going to give us that full day to night transition.
Yeah, and I mean, that's going to be something that we're looking at all night long with that track temperature, the air temp. Obviously, once the sun sets, going to go all the way down. As you can see, Michael Conti able to clear Joe Armstrong and take the lead for the first time here on lap number 6. But really looking forward to see how these cars react to a lot of those changes that Sean was referencing. I mean, how does the top line react as there is more grip to play with on the racetrack as the sun continues to set? But man, I mean, I don't know. I got to drop out of analyst mode here for a second and just acknowledge how cool this is. I mean, there's just something about seeing these Gen 4s here at Charlotte. It activates a nostalgia in you, and it's so cool to watch these guys rip it around in these race cars right now.
We got one more bumper shot from Conti, Jake. I just want to see that front nose again. There we go. It's just so cool to see that behind you. Never thought we would see that since the NR days, but now iRacing's finally got him. And man, it is so cool to see a new era of cars be ushered in. We have the 87s, of course, then we have these right smack in the middle of the current gen cars. So definitely really cool to see it. It's provided some good racing. If you've raced any of the official stuff, of course, while it's been on the service, it's very fun. It's a learning curve as well. It doesn't drive exactly like the previous iteration of the Gen 4 does. It's got its own personality to it. And it could be a little more tweaks to this car, I would hope, coming up, just to kind of fine-tune it, but definitely off to a great start. As you're seeing, just look at this racing it's providing as we head down the back straightaway, looking at Nate Stewart in that 15 car running in the 11th spot, looking just ahead of Jaden Hopp. And there you see Wyatt Tinsley. He was one of the ones in that green and white car on the high side. He had to qualify his way in. He wrecked hellaciously in single car qualifying yesterday. And he had to make his way in the hard way, so good to see Wyatt poking his way through the field.
McClellan started 21st. He's already up to 12th. By the way, some of the lap cars that you may start seeing off in the distance, we had 5 cars start from the pit lane. Art Reimer, David L. Brown, Jacob Wilkerson, Cosmin Yoneshu, and Brian Zabelski. It's Cosmin and Zabelski that leaders will be catching first, but for now, no lap traffic for the leaders to deal with, as Conti's opened up about a 0.3 of a second lead over Joe Armstrong and the rest of the lead group.
Yeah, and I mean, going back to what you were saying, Sean, I mean, this is such a pivotal point in the season right now. I mean, we've been monitoring the points fight as we get closer to the chase-offs, but I mean, again, it feels like kind of a reset for everybody as we've had a little bit of a break coming into Michigan and Gateway last week. But with this new update, obviously these new cars, figuring these out, but also the changes that are coming to the next gens and how they drive that we saw a little earlier this week. So, you know, if the first half of this schedule hasn't gone well for you, I mean, this very well could be kind of that tip in the momentum that you need if you're somebody that's on the inside or on the outside looking in, excuse me.
Yeah, and this league this is why this league is probably the toughest in iRacing. Just the amount of disciplines you have to know on the service. It's not only just oval racing, of course. It's not just the next gen. You got to know. You got to be know and be good at 3 different cars now with the introduction of this Gen 4, and it's going to definitely prove that the best of the best will find their way to the top. And speaking of on the top,
Trouble.
Yeah.
Jay, Hop to the inside wall. We stay green. Hop, who was inside the top 10, going for an early slide. Able to keep things pointed in the right direction, but our first incident of the race. Let's take a look and see what happened.
Let's see what happened there.
I think he may have gotten some help from the 0-2 of Zach Novak. Watch again from high above.
Close behind. See Jaden in that 81. That is Zach Novak in the 0-2. Nate Stewart a little slow. He doesn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, he tags him.
Yeah.
Somehow kept it off the inside wall.
What a great job. Oh, and he hits it right there at the end. But, I mean, hey, good thing you didn't damage that front end. We know how sensitive cars can be to any of that nose damage. So, no caution.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Back down 41st position. We've had a change for second. Joe Armstrong sliding backward.
This is what I was attempting to segue to, Jacob, before Jaden had his incident off of 2. But I was, as I mentioned earlier, I wanted to see how the grooves would play out. Jose Solis Jr. from the start in that black 75, the Dale Senior scheme up there, he has not left the top at all. And he's making ground up right now. And he's currently up 2 spots from where he started. But it took a little bit for the top side to maybe work its way in, or maybe, you know, he get used to where he needs to run, but he's making ground up on that middle of top side in the corners.
And he is. That third spot. Trying to bring Matthew Swack with him. Now Swack going to the outside.
I mean, what does that do to your tires? I mean, you got to manage that through the course of a run. We know how hard these Gen 4 cars are to drive, and I mean, I would not want to be in that scenario where you're out there on, you know, worn 40, 45 lap old tires, and just you're going to drop like a rock through the field because, I mean, any sort of power that you apply, your tires are just going to be murdered at the end of a run. So, again, I like the aggressiveness up early. To try to play offense and get track position here, but I don't know if I like it in terms of a long run here. But Solis doesn't care. He's right to that back bumper of Nichols and looking again for that second spot up all the way to the outside. I mean, running just about as high as you can get, kissing the outside wall with the right rear of that car. Just, again, so much fun to watch these things drive around this track.
Well, it's going to be interesting with this, too, because no one else is really doing what Jose is doing. We see Jake Nichols just ahead of him attempting it, but no one's been as high on the racetrack as Jose has, primarily because they're not sure if it's going to destroy their tires or not. So, I mean, they're going to, I'm sure the guys around him and behind him are paying attention to what he's doing and to kind of see what his car does near the end of the run here. Is it going to destroy the tires, or are they going to maintain? So definitely a lot of drivers taking notes, and this is happening. Okay.
All right, enough of that.
I think we're good. Jacob's computer just needs a little bit of water.
You get that thing cooled down.
Don't actually do that.
Politics side by side here with Joe Armstrong. Armstrong continuing to go the wrong direction right now. Up in that second spot, led the first lap, and now back in the
Armstrong had to hang on to that thing. My goodness, what a big save. Going to open the door for Michael Guest down to the inside. On board with the 022 machine in Armstrong. And Guest going to be able to almost get clear of Kolnick's. Kolnick's third last night in the US 500, one of the many drivers in the field tonight, attempting the double of sorts with the World 600 tonight and the US 500 last night. Again, I mean, just watching these cars drive right now, there are, I mean, a handful of drivers that are struggling with the handling, especially on exit. I mean, when you get that power down, the back end just wants to let go, and certainly different than what we're accustomed to seeing here in the Barr Visuals FTF Cup Series.
think Jose Solis Jr.'s time has come on his tires right now. He's struggling for grip up there. Got Kane Cook and Matthews whack breathing down his neck as the 99 Brandon Hawkins threaded the needle going into turn 3 to the outside of Wyatt Gray. That was definitely not much room between his car and the wall. But Jose's, I'm not sure if that thing maybe just had a bad 1 and 2, but Kane Cook is trying to pass him right now, and it's kind of handling similar to what we were seeing in the real deal this year, the Cup Series at Charlotte. That top lane just so hard to make passes on. You got to be very patient if you're Kane Cook, and you got to realize this a long race, but you want that guy on the top to just realize, hey, you're killing your stuff, just let me go. But definitely a good job by Jose to keep that thing out of the wall.
Be careful to give yourself room too, and Solis in the outside wall now.
I said it.
Yep. Right on cue.
Had to say something. Yep.
And this is what we were talking about earlier. I mean, now if you're Jose Solis, there's not an end in sight. You know, it's only 25 laps through this run, so you are going to just have to manhandle that car the entire rest of this run until you come down on the pit lane, and that's just not a situation I would want to be in, because these things, again, want to snap loose on you anyways. I mean, you drive so much of it off that right rear tire and use the throttle so much in the corner. I mean, I just would hate to be in that situation. I think it's going to be a long first run here for Solis.
Well, he knows now. I mean, it's like he wanted to get up there to see what it does and how long the tires would last. I'm kind of surprised they lasted this long, but I want to see how he's going to adjust to this the next run, because I know he's not going to be up there for the entire thing like this time. He is plummeting from the top 3 all the way back to the edge of the top 10.
It'll probably be another 30 laps. Maybe a little less till these guys are back on pit road for the first time tonight. Oh, we've got one wrecking. I can't believe Ryan Andrew held on to that race car. He was pointed to the campers in the infield coming off turn number 2. We'll get a replay of it.
And
well, help there for Corey Carpenter in the 93, just below him.
I don't think so.
No, wow. Wow, that was a hell of a save.
I looked up, saw the back end come around, and thought for sure he was going to meet the inside wall.
And Andrew specifically was one of the ones I was looking at. It has just been struggling with that loose condition off at the corners. You'll see again here. I mean, again, just gets that power down, and it snaps out from underneath him. And an incredible job by Corey Carpenter there to not just run into the back end of the 88, and that would have certainly put us under a caution. And we get to stay green now, and it just shows you how hard these cars are to drive and what makes it so much fun to watch these things through the run.
Ryan was able to wave hi to Jimmy, Bill, Bob, and Mary Sue in the infield on the haulers.
Look at this starting to brew up front.
Yeah, wow.
Jake Nichols, Brandon Hawkins were right on the rear bumper of Michael Conti. Hawkins going to have a big run on Nichols here to try to take the second spot away. You can see Conti's drifted up to that outside groove. Nichols going to have a little bit of momentum, but not going to be any match for what they get off exit here. Remember talking about
top. Ronnie Osmer is in trouble. Hard in the inside wall on the back stretch. Again, we stay green, but a lot of damage to the 55.
No debris? What do you mean?
It's off the racing line. And I have oh man, well, let's take a look. Get back to the race for the top spot in just a moment. This is what we call bad timing.
We're on the top side again, Caleb, and is this another, no one's around him? Is this another similar thing to Ryan Andrew? It is. Oh, man.
And just loses it. Oof. Hard contact, and that'll be the end of Osmer, I'm sure.
No meatball flags.
Yeah, let's, I mean, get
racing,
back to this up front. Kane Cook, yeah, Michael Conti's been holding off a hornet's nest. I mean, Kane Cook's right here, Brandon Hawkins. If you're wondering where Jake Nichols went, he got taken 3 wide on the front stretch, had to almost go into the infield grass to hold on to it. So this has been absolutely insane racing for the top spot. Again, Conti doing such a fantastic job to hold everybody off. He's got 2 lanes behind him. Kane Cook down on the inside. Hawkins doing such a great job up on that outside, applying pressure. Cook going to have a little bit of mo, but again, just off the exit is where Conti makes up all this speed, and that's where Hawkins really starts to chase him down.
I'm curious. Conti had a pretty big lead over the field here in Kane Cook, and all of a sudden they're breathing down his neck, as Caleb was saying. Conti has since moved up to that middle to outside lane, and that thing just looks crazy loose off the corners here. But side by side for the first 3 rows, you think we're at Talladega with these things. But some awesome racing at the start of this 600-kilometer event here. Wyatt Tinsley there in that subway car, squeezing Matthew Zwack out of the corner there. And this is getting really good at the front of the field.
You see to the lead, right on board out the back.
That puff of smoke, Jake Poulin had a little bit of a ride through turns 1 and 2, but kept it off the wall. Again, no caution, and that's the 3rd or 4th car we've seen with a self-spin in these first 35 laps here from Charlotte. Meanwhile, Matthew Zwack, what a send up the middle underneath Michael Conti. That was a big move, and has gotten him all the way up past Wyatt Tinsley now.
Conti back outside the top 5 to 7th. Might lose another spot to Nate Stewart for that, for 7th. Pushing him back to 8th, and then Jake Nichols is right there in the mix as well.
Comers and goers finally in an iRacing race. Who knew?
Yeah.
Got guys that were in the back and the outside of the top 10 racing their way up here. And now you got the leaders that were maybe go a little harder than usual at the start of the run, as Wyatt Tinsley, again, just all sorts of sideways. Him and Brandon Hawkin off of turn 2 there. I didn't know turn 2 would be the, I don't want to say death trap of the race, but that's what it's been so far. These guys have a lot of skill they need to have to get that car straight off the corner. But we'll see just how much goes into driving this car on board with Tinsley right up against the wall, taking a big diamond line off the corner. You see that car wiggling a whole lot off of turn number 2. These guys have their hands full right now early in this race.
That's just out of control by himself, single file. That's not with a car to the inside, or maybe 2 to the inside.
And I mean, this is just one of those races so far. Like you mentioned, Sean, with the comers and goers, I think that's what I appreciate about these cars so much, is you can lay off in the first part of the run and you will see, we're starting to see with
Joe Armstrong. Did you see that? I can't believe he held on to that thing. You only get one shot. He had about 2 or 3 down the back straightaway. He was swerving all over the place.
Ooh, and Tinsley has similar fate there. Yeah, I mean, it's just, if you control your pace and use that a little more of that racecraft, then you will start to come alive the deeper we get into a run. And on the flip side, if you just go full sin off the restart, then you're going to have consequences for that later on. And I mean, that's just so much. I mean, remember when we were watching Jose Solis up in like right at that 3rd spot challenging for 2nd? He's back in 23rd right now. So I mean, you will pay the consequences. And again, just so much more to that strategy element on top of just fuel numbers and tires is how do you manage all of this over the course of a green flag run?
Jose says, I figured the tires out, but at what cost? Lost all of his track position. So speaking of comers and goers, the biggest mover so far of this race is the 93 of Corey Carpenter. Started back in 38th, now finds his way up to the 18th position, looking underneath, ironically, the other 93, the 093 of Josh Chin. Both of these guys are a combined plus 39 on the field. Josh Chin started 36th. He's up 19 positions. So you're getting a ride with 2 of the guys that are making their track position work right now. Carpenter a little loose off the corner. You're going to see Chin back into the frame there. And this is just great stuff. You got the 72 of Gabriel Dahari there too. So there's great racing all over this track. So by far, if you have not gotten this car, as I think Brian Sabelski got the wall a little bit ahead of these guys. But if you have not gotten this car and you're on iRacing, what are you waiting for? This thing is Definitely a breath of fresh air to the oval community for sure. And good to see these guys having to wheel these cars around.
Oh, Josh
man,
Chin. Oh, man.
And we're at that point now where I think everybody's just trying to hold on. I mean, fall off is over a second from the drop of the green flag and some of these guys' best laps. You can see Michael Guest has been one of the ones who has been on the charge and should be able to challenge Kane Cook for this lead here in the next few laps. Meanwhile, Wyatt Tinsley and Matthew Zwack going side by side for a moment behind him, but Tinsley's going to have to subside that run as he falls behind Zwack, who is right in the tire tracks of Guest. All this happening for the lead.
Just pick a spot, Jacob, any spot that you want to look at, and there's going to be great racing associated with it.
Got some good stuff. We've got Blake Reynolds and Nate Stewart back half of the top 10 here. This is for the 11th spot. Ashley Kolinick's joining the mix. We've got Conti just up the road as well, and somebody tell Bruton Smith to turn the darn lights on. It's getting dark.
Yes. I was about to say, someone get Mr. Wheeler on the phone and ask him what the heck is going on. It should be coming on very shortly.
We hope.
You have the nuclear fallout right now that is glazed around the track.
Oh, Matthew Zwack, what? He had to avoid Ronnie Osmer and about lost it himself. That was a huge moment. Might open the door for Tinsley here. I don't know how Zwack not only kept it off Ronnie Osmer, but didn't spin it down to the inside. I mean, again, with these race cars, it's not something where just while you're on the throttle, you can crank it left. And again, they did such a fantastic job to avoid the slow car of Osmer there with damage from that spin earlier.
Just trying to stay out of harm's way.
And unfortunately, when everybody's side by side behind you here at Charlotte, there's not much else you can do except just ride that high line. But again, that's where a lot of your front runners are right now, just searching for grip in the racetrack. And you'll see it again here with Falkingham, just kind of in that natural line. Unfortunate predicament right now for Ronnie Osmer.
It's again side by side. Third, Zwack with the run on the high side, able to clear Wyatt Tinsley. Starting to inch ourselves closer, Caleb, to green flag pit stops. It will not be long until we need to see the leaders make their first trip for fuel. Looks like Chris Overland is going to do that right now. Justin Belillo leaving the pit lane. Meanwhile, we're side by side for the top spot.
Michael Guest underneath Kane Cook. So Guest will move into the top spot for the first time tonight. And I don't think we're going to be pitting for fuel in these things as much as tires for this. I think that's a tires call for Chris Overland, as these guys should be close on fuel around maybe mid-50s to 60 laps. So we'll see how far they can go on a tank of gas. But I'm very surprised just by how much Michael Conti has slid back. We saw him leading the race. His car's getting the wall off the tube, but we saw him leading the race, and I don't know if his tires have just completely gone away, but Conti is just sliding back. He's back to 12th now, losing that to Ashley Kolinick, and he's going to lose a bunch more. So maybe he's going to be one thinking about making that early pit stop as we got more coming down pit road. Wyatt Gray makes his way down the pit lane.
On the back half of the top 10 there.
And I mean, you stole the words right out of my mouth, Jacob. I was just about to mention that we were encroaching on this this mark where we could start to see some green flag pit stops take place right now. 50 laps since the drop of the green flag.
Conti coming in.
Yeah.
Give it up.
I called that one. I kind of know what I'm talking about, I think.
Hope so.
Hope so.
Yeah, maybe.
One of us does, at least.
That's what they pay me the bucks for here. Not the big bucks, just the bucks.
Yeah. Medium bucks at best.
At least $1. Is that Cosman going a lap down?
And gotta watch out for Swack and Tinsley trying to fit it in there in the middle 3 wide. And again, we've seen so many of those with this lap traffic. It gets dicey.
Cosman was another that started from the pit lane, so he was a little further behind on the 8 ball. I think expecting maybe some opening lap shenanigans, but we've been green since the drop of the green flag, and fortunately for Cosman, sacrificing the track position, got to put him further behind.
How far separated this field has gotten. As we remember early on, everyone was on top of each other, just racing 2 wide, row by row, and starting to see this single file out more and more. Ashley Kolonix right ahead of Ryan Doucette there. Slow car. Is that Kyle Merkel?
Malachi Drake, I'm not sure exactly what happened because it's well past pit road. So it's not like he would have missed the pit lane. Oh, he had some contact, it looks like.
The pass through the grass.
Yeah, get some drifting here on the front stretch.
It's off of 4 as well, so we've been seeing drivers get loose off of 2. That's Josh Chin in the middle. And lost it in the quad oval. Oh, and Nikolajczyk.
Off of Paul, yeah.
So I should clarify that these cars are very tough to drive in a straight line. As you see in all of them, just pay very close attention to how these things act on the straightaways. If we want to maybe hop on board with somebody coming out of turn 4, this is looking back from leader Michael Guest. We're going to see just how much these cars wiggle. And look at Guest to see how much the camera shakes off of this corner. And if we can hop to a roof cam for Guest, we could just see maybe just how much of an experience it is. He's pitting right here, so we won't get to see it.
Oh, and gotta watch out. Kane Cook almost got into the back end, and it's a...
Oh, man!
Wow.
Feeding frenzy.
Half the field, yeah.
Oh, boy, how's this gonna work? This looks like a pit stop under caution.
Pit road's a busy spot. If you're Matthew Zwack here, I'm peeved with Joe Armstrong right there to my inside.
Nervous.
Yeah.
Oh,
and Armstrong overshot his
box.
Yeah.
So just 3 cars remain. Wyatt Tinsley, Ashley Kolonix, and Ryan Doucette. Here comes Wyatt. Kolonix will stay out for another lap. Doucette will as well. This is for the lead as they come down the front stretch. 56 laps complete. And we have completed a round of green flag stops.
Not a bad start for this car. So when this cycles out, this should hand the lead back to Michael Conti, who was the first one of the first ones of the leaders to pit, as here we see Doucette and Kolonix now making their way down pit road. So when this all cycles through, Conti will be the leader. Wyatt Gray will be second there in that Skittles car. Is that that's an Ernie Irvin car, right? I'm not great.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say. I wasn't sure if it was a Ken Schrader or Ernie Irvin car, which era it was. Late 90s, whatever.
Looks
Chris
like...
Overland, though, right behind them, is going to be shown probably in 3rd after this. Chris in that white car up there, the Art Reimer number 49.
Laps complete here at the start-finish line for Michael Conti and company. We're going to step aside for just a moment before we get to the end of stage number 1, but the first round of green flag stops complete. Michael Conti is your race leader. We'll be back right after this.
off of turn 4, and Michael Conti wins. And Nick Ottinger has secured his spot in the championship 4.
It is feature time in Tulsa. Let's go green.
He's got the run, but isn't enough. It's a drag race to the finish. Culver goes from 3rd to 1st in the last quarter.
Experience the world's most legendary racing events with iRacing. iRacing special events allow any member to compete in full-length multiplayer races based on some of the biggest events in motorsports all year round. Compete in virtual endurance races such as the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, and the Nürburgring 24 Hours. Take on some of the toughest races on the NASCAR calendar, such as the Daytona 500 and the Coke 600. We have races from disciplines across the racing world, from the Indy 500 to the Chili Bowl, from the Bathurst 1000 to the Crandon Championship. Our endurance special events utilize iRacing's team feature, where members can sign up and race together on their own team, swapping drivers throughout the race. Other events use iRacing Super Sessions, where you're not only racing against those on track, but against everyone taking part. As every race progresses, watch and feel the track change, with progressive time of day, dynamic weather and rain, and dynamic track debris and surface changes. Take on your favorite discipline, or try a brand new racing challenge with our biggest races of the year, the iRacing Special Events. Learn more at iracing.com/special-events.
We're back here on FTF. 64 laps complete this time by in the Team Conti Sim Performance World 600. Jacob Hitz, Caleb Hoffman, and Sean Butler with you. We're watching Chris Overland right now free fall through the field on some older tires compared to those around him. He was 3rd. He's fallen back to 9th, and there could be more spots lost on the way.
Man, I mean, we're watching this with Overland right now, but keep in mind, this is going to start happening with Michael Conti and Wyatt Gray here sometime in the next few laps. But Overland has just had to hang on for dear life, practically, as here comes Hawken, Jake Nichols. I mean, we were just watching during the break. Chris Overland had a few very, very close calls, and still continuing here, as you can see Nichols back down to the inside.
Hop right there in that mix as well. He's a lap down after a spin during that first stint. Not enough to bring out a caution. Mike Tinsley, Matthew Zwack again all over each other on this run, just like before they came onto pit road.
But Wyatt trying to make that middle to top lane work off of 2 there. Gonna get to the outside of Zwack though. That's what he needs to do early on in this run to make the pass. So I'm curious to see now the drivers have a full run, a full green flag run in them. They know what to expect here with the tires. They know how the track is, or roughly how the track is going to behave. What adjustments do they make in this second run to make sure they can go longer on tires? Because we've already pointed out, you know.
I don't know why, because nothing else died except for OBS, so 10 out of 10, that's an OBS and Twitch problem and nothing else. Way to go, gang. All right, well, if you lost us, we're back. The battle's still happening for second.
I mean, you say for second, it's about to be for the lead here. Tinsley is charging and going to go all the way down to that inside lane and just drive right on by Conti, hopefully. I mean, Conti's going to have too much of a run here. No. There goes Tinsley, going to take that lead away and put 2 cars between he and Matthew Zwack, who, again, they have just been all over each other this entire race. Don't look now, but Michael Guest, Zach Novak part of this group as well.
Wyatt Tinsley on 14 lap old tires compared to Conti's 20 and Wyatt Gray's 21. So this just goes to show how important these tires on these cars are. And while we have a shot of this group here, can we go one up to the 00 of Jake Poulin just ahead of these guys? Sporting the, I don't have a paint scheme loaded in NR, so I'm going to race what the game gives me. And those of you that played NR online should be very familiar with cars that look like that, and should have some potential PTSD as well.
Oh my goodness, Matthew Zwack and Wyatt Gray almost made contact right there, and they got Daniel Falkingham breathing down their neck, and they got Jake Nichols off the pace in front of him. Or excuse me, Jake Poulin off the pace in front of him. I know who you are.
Where are we, Caleb?
I'm at the wrong track.
Well, some
right
for
track.
qualifying were at the wrong track yesterday. So.
And Justin Melillo was very happy with it.
Yeah.
We all know how happy Justin usually is when people don't follow the rules that were clearly laid out before the race.
Let's check in on the driver, the 53 right now.
I wish this was Sean Butler so we could pull him into the booth in the most inconvenient times.
Well, if Sean Butler was a better qualifier of this car, we could.
Oh, wow, what a
Justin,
sick in-car shot here from our FTF camera operators.
Didn't know we had a drone in Justin's car.
Yeah, we put a drone inside the 53 for this this one shot alone, but
I mean, we could still pull Justin up here if you want.
no,
Let's not.
let's yeah, he's had a stressful night. Daniel Falkingham about to try to make Matthew Zwack's night a little more stressful down on that inside. And I mean, I don't know, it's just something with these cars. I feel like on the inside, we saw it be the preferred groove, but as soon as they try to get on the throttle, I don't know if they just lose the nose or what. Hi, Justin.
Direct myself up here.
There he is. How we doing, Justin?
I was wondering who did that. Yeah, let's get a report here from 32nd place in-race reporter Justin Melillo. How's the car feeling down there? My goodness. That was a big wiggle.
Well, I'll just let you know that I had no practice. No practice whatsoever. Had to worry about everything else going on. So I'm just glad to be in the field tonight. I burned off the right rear a lot. And these cars are really fun to drive though. And I'm getting a lot of the same response throughout the field. So that is really cool to hear. Definitely shout out to not only the iRacing team for putting these on track, but also to Kevin and everybody he worked with to get this set up to everybody tonight. I think it's another pretty good show.
Yeah, I did appreciate. I heard Corey Carpenter over the radio say, "This is awakening something in me I didn't know I had anymore." So I think it's kind of a shared feeling around from everybody. But no, appreciate you taking a second to chat with us, and hope that the rest of the night goes well for you.
Don't we get a caution? I need a reset.
No, don't say it.
Ben?
Man,
Well,
if
I was
only
going to say, you know who the admin is.
no.
I was about to say, if anybody could do it, it would be you. So
Yeah, let's say you own the league.
if you want a fun flag, we could have it.
Speaking of fun flags, we totally missed the end of the stage that happened 5 laps ago, by the way. I just looked up
Oh,
and realized,
goodness.
yeah, that came and went. So,
Justin
Probably on me.
I
is a
honestly
Justin
don't
Melillo.
even know who won the stage.
It was Wyatt.
It was Wyatt.
Don't worry, it was Wyatt.
Wyatt
Can we go
Tinsley
to race
wins the
control,
stage.
Benjamin? Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Thank you, Ben.
Awesome
Great.
work
Excellent.
from race control.
Great
All
job
right.
up there, Ben.
Justin, get out of here before we make any more mockeries of ourselves.
Fair enough. Thanks.
All right.
Wow.
Whatever. All
Cut 'em
right.
off.
All right. Wyatt
Oh, you
Gray
know what? It was
free-falling.
probably OBS dropping out, and we'll blame that.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. I still don't know why it did that. Because I didn't lose connection to anything else. iRacing didn't blink. Discord didn't blink. That's all OBS and Twitch right there.
Shout out to Ashley Kolonix, who decided to finally bring a paint scheme to the racetrack. Just been sporting the iRacing generic all throughout qualifying yesterday. Finally got a scheme to put on that car. You ever find it funny that there's no hoses at the top of these helmets? They have the.
Oh yeah, I've never noticed that.
What's it called? The connection for them, but no hoses.
The valve, maybe.
Valve. Just something I noticed.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
That's what we got you up in here to notice tonight is hose connections.
That's why they pay me the buck.
The Joe Buck.
Might be the sense.
The Joe buck. We will see you tomorrow night.
No, we won't. We'll see you next week, maybe.
Yeah, not. We've been in for a marathon here the past 2 nights with qualifying last night, the 500, and then straight into one of the longest races of the year here when Michael Guest, what a move, a little crossover action on the Sharpie machine of Daniel Falkingham. And I'm going to complete that pass. That is for 3rd.
That car looks like a John Madden telestrator.
Yep.
I'm very glad we get to see it's fun to introduce a new car to the service and go see who grabs what on training paints as a placeholder before their real paint schemes come on. It's up at the front. Matthew's whack is reeled in Wyatt Tinsley up here. So Zwack in the, I don't know what race that's from, that SpongeBob Lowe's car. Barely seeing. Is that Park? Why is the NFR roster on the back of this?
There's quite a lot on the back of that Wyatt Tinsley car.
Yeah, we got Parker. There's that one dog from that one meme. I don't know who's in the middle. And then we got Steve and the chicken jockey.
Okay. There's no need to zoom in on that, Jacob, at all.
Now let's zoom in more as he.
I just want to know who the guy in the middle is. That's it.
I don't know. It doesn't matter because he's about to get past. Matthews whacked down to the inside with momentum off of turn number 2. We'll see. He's going to send it down and then lose the nose of the car. Tinsley with more momentum. Absolute fantastic camera work here from Jacob Hitz. Tinsley holds on as, I mean, we don't have to emulate the Fox Sports camera work too there. Come on.
All right, fine.
No!
There we go.
Here, zoom in a little more for me.
NBC
Oh,
zoom.
there we go.
I mean, tactically done, the zoom does look cool.
Yeah. By the way, it looks like that's a Busch Series car there.
That is a Busch Series. I noticed that. And I also noticed that he's going down to the inside and trying to take the lead again. One car's on the pit road. It's Naraki, I believe. Yeah. All right, Zach.
Time to get some reaction from the fans in the stands.
Oh.
Wow. All right, cool.
All right, thank you. Don't look now. Here comes Michael Guest is about to join this crew. I wonder if we see a late run surge from Kane Cook. Keep in mind, I mean, it's been about 30 laps since these guys were on the pit road last. That was when Kane Cook started to make that charge for the lead. So could see something similar here from Guest if Zwack and Tinsley hold each other up, battling side by side too much longer.
So now we know the pit window for fuel at least is about 54 to 56 laps. So why do these guys... I think the guys that went longer during that last run have more of an advantage on this. I think Josh Chin is having some issues. Connection was not that great. He's back on the track now. Right behind fellow Central Floridian Kevin McAdams. Haven't said a word about Kevin tonight. It's a great feeling.
Quiet night in the mouse house.
He's running his old NR car. For those of you that are, one of you that are familiar with this league back in the NR days, and you're the one.
All right.
That Kevin ran this car as a primary, and he asked Cosman to bring it back, and here it is. There it is.
I have a feeling that he did not run 25th in that car back in the NR.
No, because he used to have talent back in the NR 2003 days.
The only chance he had to win races was making the setups, and he has that here now, and he's washed, I guess, along with me. I mean, at least he's in the race.
Yeah, at least he made it.
Yeah, at least. Well, he didn't even make it on speed. He made it on points.
More than you made it on.
That's true.
Oh, Jose Solis, Jake Poulin here in front of him.
Jake Poulin again, providing the memories from Open Speedway back in the day with that car.
What I really need out of that car to make it feel truly authentic is to have the body completely misaligned, as it would be online. Oh, Chin mowing down the wall. Josh, there's a wall there.
By the way, shout out to Ryan Williams for providing not only this car, but I believe he has the other colors as well on both the Chevy and the Ford. So just look up Ryan Williams. You guys know Ryan from, of course, the NR days of this league, as well as being the graphic designer for Junior Motorsports. Good guy, Ryan Williams.
Some of us picture Halvoline schemes when you say that name.
Halvoline?
Yeah, the 28.
Okay.
You mean Haviland?
What? I've always just said it like Valvoline.
We need to talk about this off air, Jacob. This is bad.
Yeah, I'm lost. All right, well, here's Guest to the inside of Tinsley for second.
Everybody has migrated to that middle to top lane now. Noticing a lot of people are just they're not using the low side at all in the first half of the corner, and they're just all doing the diamond line, going from the top at corner entry, bringing it down to the bottom on corner exit. And Wyatt's car is winking at you. You're not seeing it incorrectly. He is missing a right front headlight. I think it's because he did crash in qualifying and they didn't get the decal thrown on the car in time for the race.
Is that it?
Sure.
I've been told that the one headlight is on the same layer as the contigs. So when you get rid of the contigs, it also gets rid of that one headlight.
What a shame.
Yeah.
Fire the painter.
Speaking of shame, Florida leads Edmonton 4-1 with 3:30 to go.
In Canada.
The series might be dead, gang.
No, I mean Florida is world renowned this postseason for just being cracked on road games. So our chances, well, actually no, Edmonton has home ice advantage. It's over.
Right. Yeah, it's done.
It's over. Ooh, wrecking in turn number 1. Caution is out.
Caution
it is
out.
right
It's
into Rocky.
Rockingham. One of the drivers inside the top 10 up against the wall with Naraki, a lapper. Oh!
Jose!
Solis Jr. just piled in.
Oh, no!
20 seconds after the caution flag comes out, and that's going to take all 3 of them out of this race.
Oh, my God.
And more than likely.
That is the worst plow in FTF history.
That's
oh, my God.
That's going to end up with Jose Solis being on the list.
Wow.
All right.
No way that happened.
Let's go back and see what happened to bring out the caution on lap 97.
So we saw how they were. Does Falkingham just lose it and collect Naraki here?
Well, keep in mind, Naraki's on fresher tires because he pit.
Oh,
yeah,
he gets him.
He just runs him over.
All right, let's sit here. Let's play Jeopardy music while we wait for the 75.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my God.
That's like 8 seconds.
What is Jose Solis looking at there?
Oh boy.
Let's watch and see if we can find when the caution comes out.
If only this place had caution lights.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't. What the heck?
So pause it right here, Jacob, and switch to Naraki's car, because it has to be out right now. Okay, it's about to happen.
Yeah, I was going to say, the wreck hasn't happened yet.
All right, so as soon as it...
All right, they're wrecking.
Right here, the caution's out. Let's go back over to Jose. He's at the finish line. He's at the line. And it takes him all the way. Okay, caution's out. Back it down. All right, let's just watch the other cars in front. All right, we're all going to the bottom. We're all going to the...
Oh man.
Brother. Brought shame and disgrace on his family name for generations to come.
Jose, I apologize, but your name will forever be synonymous with that moment in my head from now on. Tough break for all three of those guys. Oh my goodness.
So we have had pit stops. Oh, Edmonton just scored.
We're back.
3 minutes to go. Corey Perry, unassisted.
Wow. And newsflash, everybody pitted. So.
Yep. And we are now choosing this time, using the apron line going into turn number 1. So this is our first caution of the night, which will give us our first restart of the night. Obviously, we went nearly 100 laps caution-free to start. I'm not sure we're going to keep that up from here on.
This is going to be an interesting restart to see how the tempo of this race has changed. I mean, again, even on that initial launch, we saw that everybody was going a little bit crazy, but now the sun has gone away. Track temp has dropped almost 10 degrees. There's more grip than ever. Everybody on fresh tires on this restart. You saw how spread out they got. How aggressive do you push it on this restart? I guess we're about to find out, but Michael Guest, Wyatt Tinsley, Zach Novak's up in the top 3 right now. How about that? But gonna be a fun one. Let's see what we get off to here.
All right, 50 to go in stage 2. Yes, there are 3 stages tonight since it's a longer race. Michael Guest and Wyatt Tinsley lead us back down. We are back to green here at Charlotte. Look at the flash bulbs going off. You can tell this track's old if they still got flash bulbs. Let's see, on the restart, 35 cars on the lead lap.
All the Polaroids going off at once.
Yeah.
I'm
love
still
to see some of the pictures.
Flabbergasted by that wreck. That is incredible.
Yeah. Like we need to have 5 laps of like a moment of silence or something to just process what we've seen. But no time for that. I mean, everybody, Matthew Zwack, you can see trying on this outside. Ashley Kolonix as well, going to get a good head of steam off of turn number 2. Going to be to the outside of Kane Cook. Should have a run that takes her to the back end of Matthew Zwack. Again, Kolonix coming off of that 3rd place last night in the US 500. And 3rd place here right now on board with Michael Guest. You can see Zwack all over the back bumper of race leader car number 21.
SpongeBob.
Very good.
Why that car?
Why are you so obsessed?
Why?
I think he picked it right before the race started because he was in the Fred Jones machine up until race time. I think Kyle Busch ran that scheme, actually. Not even the
this is a
Jimmy Johnson car.
This is a Jimmy Johnson 2003. Where did this race?
Chicago?
Is it Kansas?
Oh, trouble! Tinsley got Novak, and there they go. Hawking around, hard into the wall, Seth Knoll. This is the big one. Michael Conti destroyed. David L. Brown piles into it, one of your championship contenders. Nate Stewart is stopped up against the wall in turn 2. Big damage for Conti.
Wow. All right, so that answers our question from the restart. And again, this is really similar to what we saw earlier to bring out that first caution. Matthew Zwack just punts.
That's
Wyatt Tinsley.
That's Zach Novak.
What did I say? I thought
Matthew
I said Zach
Zwack.
Novak.
You said
oh,
Matthew
my goodness.
Zwack. We'll get you a roster in the commercial break.
All right.
Brief
On
Caleb
board.
on the field.
On board with Seth Knoll.
Just happens ahead there. Seth.
Just nowhere for him to go.
Santi Tires there, the 17.
Yep. David L. Brown gets it right at the end. I think Kyle Merkel turned him. Some damage to Jonathan Oates. On board with Conti. And he just kind of runs out of room. Nowhere for him to go.
That's two strong cars right there, Conti and Joe Armstrong.
And he had a really strong short run car, and I think was trying to get better for that long run. We'll bring it to pit road. Has a lot of damage to work out. Meatball flag for Seth Knoll. Some drivers stay out. Most come down onto pit road, though. Especially those several cars involved in the accident. Matthew Zwack stays as your race leader. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to have a couple retire from this one. So your top 8 stay out. Josh Chin's the first off pit road. He took fuel only. Wyatt Tinsley and Zach Novak both pitted for 4 tires.
Let me go through and see the fuel onlys. So Josh Chin, as you mentioned, Chris Wetz, fuel only, Wyatt Gray, fuel only, Art Reimer, Justin Melillo, fuel only.
That's it.
Car for Zwack, by the way. The question we were answering right is the big one happened here to put us under the second caution. This car was run at the 2004 Lowe's Presents the SpongeBob SquarePants movie 300, which was the Busch race right before the fall Bank of America 500, I believe would have been.
Interesting. So Jimmy
5-2.
Jimmy Johnson ran that car in the 48. In the Busch series, yeah. I mean, not very.
Well, I thought for sure that was going to be.
Oh, I hear you. The Kyle Busch, yeah, right in the 5.
Because he ran a ton of Lowe's cars.
5-2 Panthers, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Edmonton probably pulled their goalie, and this is what happened.
Brad Marchand again with 2 goals tonight. I mean, the Rat has been on it.
All right, well, we're about to get on it for another restart here. After our second caution flag of the night, involving a lot of our heavy hitters at the front of the field. Matthew Zwack and Michael Guest on the front row. Pace car to pit lane. We are back to green.
I'm interested to see on this restart. I mean, usually after a big wreck like that, you see a little more trepidation throughout the field. Everybody thinking about their moves a little more carefully because they can see what happens sometimes.
Oh my goodness, what is going on back here?
I take it back. Kyle Merkel up the middle, 3 wide. Oh my, Santi Tires on the inside was trying to go underneath David L. Brown, who almost loses it off the inside.
This is back
David
to 25th.
Man.
And they're not done. Look at this group. Back with Wyatt. Conti somehow was still on the racetrack. They were able to put a front. Yeah, they put a front bumper on it. It looks like it's slow as all get out, but he's at least able to keep driving it.
Yeah, same with Ronnie Osmer down to the inside, was missing that front bumper earlier. I guess they found one off a truck in the infield and slapped it on.
There you go.
Grabbed it off the backup. And out for second, Ashley Kolomik's up on the outside.
Using those tires to start the run. Kolomik's no stranger to trying to get as much track position as she can to start the runs and try to maintain from there. But we've seen, oh man, who just scraped the wall there? Was that Aaron
Blake
Smith?
Reynolds.
Oh, Blake Reynolds. Haven't said Blake's name once tonight until then, so welcome to the broadcast, Blake.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for coming. But yeah, a lot of these drivers just not running that bottom lane at all, as I pointed out earlier. Kalanick's right to the back bumper is whack there, going into 3. Blake Reynolds right up against the wall. He always does this wacky line. He always finds, we saw this in the 508, where he would just run up against the wall and then just diamond it like crazy off the corners. So Blake definitely making it work in this one, but they are 3 wide. Ryan Andrews splitting Josh Chin and Michael Guest, move him up to 6. That's a crazy move, but he's not done.
Great comeback after he had a big slide and save off turn 2 in that first stint.
We should point out as well, Blake Reynolds and Ryan Andrew are on newer tires than the rest of the front of the field. So they're on...
Well, I don't think Blake actually stopped. Because his pit lane time says 0. So I wonder if he, like, screwed around at the pit road entry. But I don't think
my lane time says 0.1 for Blake. I don't know.
Mine says 0.0 and then box time 0.
Whoa, Ryan
There's
Andrew.
nothing there, but
Gonna go down 3 wide. What a move to go from 4th all the way to the lead. Zwack's gonna have momentum down on the inside. Andrew trying to hold on. What a move there.
can he get it to stick into 3?
New
Drive it in
tires.
deep.
And I mean, again, this is where some of those differences can show themselves. I mean, you have so many more options as to how to drive this corner. Right now, Ryan Andrew is really just trying to make it stick and get clear in the middle of the corner over Matthew Zwack. But Zwack doing such a great job to have a little bit of a later apex and get the run off the corner. And you'll see, well, again, just kind of a back and forth pendulum effect between these two leaders. Andrew, again, just trying to get it, but giving up so much momentum on the straightaway by sending it the way he is on entry.
Kalanick
just knocking the wall down.
Man.
Whew.
They're not painting the wall white until a couple of years from now, actually. We don't need the white of your car onto the wall. Maybe just not able to make it stick on the bottom there, unfortunately. Even with those new tires, that just goes to show how strong the momentum is in the middle of the top lane on corner exit.
Well, I think that's a cue, too, to start backing up this corner entry a little bit. That's where Zwack is beating you, as Blake tags the wall a little bit further behind. But the other flip side, too, is, I mean, maybe just taking a break for a minute. You don't want to burn up the tires. Similar to what we saw. I mean, you saw what that did to Jose Solis in the very first run of this race. So maybe just take it easy for a moment.
All 3 wide behind the top 5. Zach Novak in the 0-2 diving underneath Kalanick and Josh Chin. It's a daring move there.
Tires.
Yep, making use of them. Here comes Jake Nichols as well. He's gotten to second around Ryan Andrew and had a glance to the lead on Matthews Zwack in 3 and 4, but was not able to keep the momentum going. As, unfortunately for Joe Armstrong and Michael Conti fans, both of those drivers have loaded their cars up and are done for the night. Blake Reynolds on the edge all the time.
It was almost about done for the night there. And
oh my
he's dirt tracking that thing.
Why is he like?
He's just trying to have fun.
Oh my!
No, he's gonna wreck himself. Stop it, Blake! Stop!
He does this every race. He's just doing it for attention. He knows he's on the broadcast.
This is great TV time.
Man.
Yeah, don't encourage this. Turn it off. No, but don't. Here goes Andrew again down to the inside of Jake Nichols. Going to try once again to try to take this lead away. And Zwack with a little bit of a wiggle in the middle of the corner. But again, just no match for that momentum they get rolling off the high side. And Ryan Andrew going to be under attack here from Zach Novak in the 0-2s, putting his hat in the ring.
Oh, Novak got so loose on the top side in 1 and 2 there. He's able to keep it going. Such great car control as we see just behind Novak here. Blake Reynolds diving to the inside of Ryan Andrew. Novak to the inside of Jake Nichols. Really, the first 30 to 40 laps of a green flag run are spectacular racing here. There's got one in the wall in turn 1. Was that Sean Rowe?
It was.
It was in the 999. At least one Sean made it to the race tonight.
Wow. But his name's spelled funny.
And spelled wrong.
Novak trying to do what Ryan Andrew couldn't on that inside, and again to no avail. Holding on to the inside door of Jake Nichols going down into turn number 1. Zwack going to do a great job to cut the nose off, but Zach Novak going to be able to fall in line and steps out big time now with a little bit of momentum for Novak going into turn number 3. We'll see if he can hit a slide job on him here. No, Zwack doing so good to stick to this outside.
SpongeBob.
And Patrick.
Patrick, yeah, he's on the car too.
Oh, and Zach again gonna try it. Just cannot get clear through the middle of the corner, and that's what you're trying to do by sending it in so hard and kind of take that momentum away off the exit.
The Zach and Zwack show.
Yeah, this is a nightmare for my brain right now.
There you go.
You did confuse the two earlier, so yeah.
ADHD
That's what I mean.
havers.
I've wanted to call Zach Novak Zwack Novak so many times tonight, and I have to.
Dyslexia havers, look away. Oh, Zwack got tight, and he had to let Novak get ahead there, but Novak lifted a little bit. I guess he thought he was maybe the cause of.
Oh, Blake! Hang on to her!
Park it.
Ay. Put it behind the wall. Put it on jack stands. Back out front for the lead.
Yeah, and Blake came over the radio and he said, "I thought I was saving my tires." I don't think so.
No,
he's saving the race car. He's not saving his tires.
Oh, man, Ryan Andrew, a big bobble there. 24
Where did Jacob
to go.
Wilkerson come from?
Yeah.
24 to go in stage 2, and yeah, you're right. Wilkerson has joined the party. He's another one on 4 fresh tires, or fresher tires than some of the others.
I'm impressed with what Zwack's able to do. I mean, he's got the older tires out of guys like Novak, and we saw Wilkerson there too, but he's been able to hang on to it up there.
Well, that's the thing, too, is he's been having to hold off everybody on the inside, so he's been forced up into this higher groove. Again, we saw what happened earlier when you were running that groove for an extended period of time. I know the track's gotten a lot cooler since then, but, I mean, again, this has just been so impressive from Zwack, and Zach Novak gonna fall back a little bit as Jake Nichols attacking for the second position.
There's another where did he come from? Chris Overland in the 49 just behind them. He's creeping up here to the top 5. And David O'Brown is back there too after he was involved in the last caution. These new tires are just slowly making their way to the front. Jaden Hopp is up there as well. P11, the first caution, if you guys remember, from the start of the race, and he's back up there close to the top 10.
Oh, here comes Guess, 3 wide.
Oh, boy. Corey Carpenter scraping the wall in that 93 car, the less purple one. Why do we have to have 2 purple 93s? That doesn't.
Well, because 3 wouldn't make sense.
All right. Overland with the slide job just ahead of these guys. Brown changing lanes mid-corner. This is really good to watch.
Novak, he's gotten clear. Matthew Zwack for the lead.
Have to see Wilkerson go to work on Nichols here.
Josh Chin with a huge moment off of turn 4.
Yeah, That was close.
Wyatt Tinsley's back there too. You see in that 20 car, he was up at the front all this first part of the race, and he's kind of struggled to get himself back in the top 10.
Another one struggling right now, right behind Tinsley, is Ashley Kolnick, who you see Jaden Hopp going to take her 3 wide. Josh Chin is, again, just dirt tracking it up on the high side right now, struggling to hang on to that race car.
If only we had wall marks in the game. Turn 2 and turn 4 would be multiple different colors.
Knockdown, yeah.
And my computer would be a 4-alarm fire.
Yep.
The computer can barely handle this. Anything else, forget it.
Caution.
Trouble, Ryan Andrew. Oh, big crash.
Oh, big trouble.
Wyatt Tinsley is in it. David L. Brown. Jaden Hopp.
Everybody we just said was in this wreck.
The middle of the pack flies apart.
Kevin McAdams made it through. Damn it.
20 to go in the stage. It's our third caution flag of the race.
Well,
and
there's
this
a hood
started
flying in the pits.
Yeah,
with Ryan Andrew.
Again,
this is
loose.
interesting.
He saves it. David
Oh.
Brown. Oh. Nowhere for Kane Cook to go. Wyatt's in it.
Oh, nowhere for anybody to go.
Paul
They all
Nikolajczyk.
just stacked up.
Well, yeah,
Wyatt
and
Gray.
everybody's committed to the high side, and I mean, everybody just slides up in front of you. There's nothing you can do.
Ryan Sapelski.
So Ryan peeks out and then tries to fit back in line, but David's there. And then Wyatt can't get on the brakes fast enough, and that just stacks up everybody in that outside line. There's Tires piling in.
Can I get an onboard with Ryan Doucette there, Jacob? Everything just happened right in front of him, and he does not get a scratch on this car, I don't think. There's the initial wall hit. There's the crash. He's on the brakes.
Oh, turn left!
Oh, man.
What a job.
Allstate good hands driver right there.
Aaron, there was nothing you could do there. Don't beat yourself up on that.
Zach Novak wins the race off pit road. 4 tires, the call for everybody.
And look at this, goes back to the last caution. That's a great call by the guys that pit. Novak, Wilkerson, all those guys, they're now at the front of this field on even tires with everybody. So having no faith in the field pays off for these guys. Great call. I wish that paid off when I do it, but whatever.
Well, you got to make the race first.
Cope and seethe. Can we talk to somebody? I need to ask somebody a question.
Who do you want to talk to, Sean? I'll get him in here for you.
I'll give you a wild guess at who I'm
Does it
bringing
involve
up here.
Blake Reynolds? Yeah.
Maybe. Blake, why?
What?
What? You know what?
When I spun?
Yes.
I don't really know what I'm doing. I thought this, I loaded in, I'm like, okay, this is the Gen 4 car that I've been driving for like 2 years, and it's not.
It's not.
There's I guess clean air. I think I turned down out of line and into clean air and I spun out. I didn't expect that. I've been plowing tight all night. I'm wasting more gas. I'm burning my tires. I don't really know what's going on, Sean. I'm sorry.
It's okay, man. We just want to know what's happening, man, because we just see you just dirt tracking it all over the place, and
I'm just not really sure how these guys are getting dry. They're drifting, but they're getting drive off the corner. I don't really understand. I'm trying to drive it straight.
It's a new car, man. We all got to figure it out together,
I don't know. I was good last week. I know that. So something's up.
You were just fine. You'll get it, Blake. You are you after all. You're a darn good simulated race car driver.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out.
All right. Thank you, Blake. Go get him.
Thank you.
Ready for the restart. With 15 laps to go in stage 2. Zach Novak and Jacob Wilkerson on the front row. And Novak not wasting any time back up through the gears.
I got people hitting the wall on the restart there.
Oh, and Michael Guest going to make it 3 wide underneath Jacob Wilkerson. Not going to be able to stick that. Wilkerson will get clear once more. Here comes Zwack with a big head of steam. Everybody chasing down Zach Novak right now in that top spot in the O2.
Guys, real quick, Justin Malillo, P13.
Hold on.
On the lead
What?
lap.
Kevin McAdams, P14, right behind him.
Oh, damn it. Not for Justin, for Kevin. I'm really happy for
Sorry.
Justin.
There's a long way to go.
Career run for Justin Malillo.
Nah, that's when he's leading.
Justin did ask to be dragged up.
Well, that's too bad. He got dragged up earlier.
Yeah, no, we're not doing any of that.
No one gets two interviews.
Somebody just did it. So
You want to talk smack? I actually like this car. I had a really good run last run. My tires were great.
All right, that's Justin Malillo.
oh, did the man dirty.
Oh, man. Oh. All right.
He needs to focus, man. He's running 13th.
Yeah, I don't need any more
Sean just lost
self-spins
that
while
bill.
being
He's
interviewed.
getting paid.
I'll be sure to find a job after this race. My hours in the booth here are numbered. It was a pleasure working with everybody.
Who knows?
Don't look
Maybe they'll
now.
have you pinch hit for the Mets.
I'm sure I'll do just as well with them hitting as they normally have been. Everybody's single file, though, on this run. I'm kind of surprised.
Give it 10 laps when we get to the end of that stage.
All right.
Well, the stage was so exciting last time, we missed it. So
That was Justin's fault, too, and he wants to try to
That
manipulate
was
the
Justin's
stage again.
fault, and OBS's fault, and Zach's fault.
that's all Zach's fault.
Zach catch Grays.
Good.
3-car breakaway at the front of the field.
And Jake
Nichols.
Nichols has been all over Novak. I mean, he's been using that momentum. It's where we have seen Zwack be so strong. I think Novak's going to try it here with a little bit. I thought he was going to have enough momentum for a crossover, but no, he'll just stick in line behind the number 63. Wilkerson here as well, and really impressed out of the speed in this 43. Again, played that strategy card just perfectly and is up here with fresh tires and in about as good a spot as any right now.
Monte Carlo.
There's no Carlo or High.
Thank you, Jacob. Still doesn't feel real seeing that car on an
Right?
iRacing platform. Who knows what's next?
Hopefully
Who
with
knows
Dodge.
Who knows what Dale Jr. can convince iRacing to go scan.
You got a Pontiac while we're at it.
Good luck finding an 03 Pontiac to match these cars.
We'll find a way. Where's that Ricky Craven car at?
Destroyed somewhere in Felix Sabates' backyard.
Oh, I hope not.
Matthew Zwack is falling off of this run here.
Yeah.
Kind of just taking his time, slipping back a little bit, maybe trying to save some tire. SpongeBob has not blinked the entirety of this race.
I'd be concerned if he did. See side by side up ahead of him between Brendan Hawk and Michael Guest. Sean Rowe.
A lot of 9s in this group. We have a 93, the 49, and then both 99.
Absolutely thrilling analysis there.
9 is a popular number here in FTF.
Of course, that's Jamie Ritchie Price's number.
For the Jaden Hopp, Aaron Smith, Wyatt Tinsley, and Ryan Andrew fans, they have all loaded the cars up and have left the vicinity of the Charlotte Motor Speedway virtually.
Well, that's going to leave us with 27 cars on the lead lap, 30 running.
Yes, Jamie, you were mentioned.
Jamie was the first car out tonight. Unfortunately.
And I mean, we've been looking at a little further behind this group, but Zach Novak's been trying to scale up Jake Nichols the past couple of laps. He's really been committed to putting those left side tires right on the white line. We'll see if he does it again here in turns 1 and 2, but Jake Nichols has been doing such a fantastic job of taking that line away, and Novak hasn't been able to generate any momentum and really challenge and carry it onto the other side of the racetrack. We'll see here again, gets right to that back bumper, early entry, right back down on the bottom, but Jake Nichols again with just such good drive off right now on that high groove. It's so hard to beat, and it's such a difference from what we saw in this race earlier on, where it seemed like it was almost impossible to pass on the outside. Now it's the opposite, where the momentum is so strong up there that it's really difficult to go on the inside of somebody and pass.
3 to go in stage 2.
Thanks for the reminder. Don't forget about it this time.
Of course, there is no stage caution, obviously, since we completely missed the first stage end. And that'll put us at 99 laps to go. Once we get to that point, we're at 101 to go now.
Here comes Novak, glancing to the inside of Nichols. Not able to get it done, as Caleb was mentioning the momentum on the top side too much. We have word from Seth Knoll that he says, quote, "Dog water racetrack, glad it's gone."
Wow.
Seth Knoll, not a big fan of Charlotte circa 2018, which has been retired, is now Legacy Charlotte. So it might be the last time we ever use this racetrack on an FTF broadcast.
Hardly knew me.
Out with the old track, in with the new car.
Here we come for the stage. Novak looking to the bottom. Nichols will hold him off. Coming back to the green and white checkered flag. He got to run to the inside. At the line, though, Nichols has the speed and will hold him off to win stage 2.
Just one more lap. I mean, maybe a few hundred more feet for Zach Novak, who finally has that advantage down to the inside. You'll see Nichols just drive on around him on this outside, but Novak set up a little bit better in turns 3 and 4. Again, just if he can get clear at some point, but can't send it in that hard. Jake Nichols holding strong and really in that role that we saw Matthews Wax so comfortable in our last green flag run. And if I'm Jacob Wilkerson right now, I love seeing these guys side by side like this. I mean, just take a minute, cool those tires off, and maybe make a run for it here in a few laps.
Just let them use up their stuff.
I mean, my question, and I'll direct this at Sean, but if the high side has been so good, I mean, why don't you try to beat Jake Nichols? I mean, he's leaving a groove up there. I mean, why don't you just try to run all the way up there like Jose Solis was earlier, use that momentum, and maybe, I mean, just give yourself a shot, because I feel like Zach Novak's been trying the same thing over and over down on this inside.
I think Zach's just being patient right now. I mean, there's really no need to force the issue. I mean, he's in a good spot where he is. But I'd be more concerned about the speed of these front 3 cars, because we see just behind these guys, Corey Carpenter and company are there. I mean, we mentioned earlier that the front 3 had a bit of a breakaway, but Carpenter, Chris Overland, Sean Rowe, all these guys have reeled them back in. Definitely going to be interesting to see how Carpenter can get through. The world famous saying in racing is catching him is one thing, passing is another. And especially when the top side is the preferred lane around this place. Corey Carpenter, he's there, but what's it going to take to get around the 3 in front of him? As we were talking about Zach Novak he's looking at that high side now. Definitely tough to maneuver around as he gets a good run off of turn 2. Maybe this time he'll be able to carry the momentum into 3.
Little bobble there from Nichols on the outside, coming off of 2, and that's enough. Zach Novak clear for the lead with 94 laps to go.
Here's my great memory.
Wilkerson grabbed the wall.
Novak was your winner from Gateway last week. Am I correct?
I wasn't here for Gateway, so I don't know.
I thought
I believe he was.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was.
Sean was here for it.
I
think you are correct. Yes.
Yeah, we have statistician Seth Knoll saying yes in the chat.
We were talking about how good a job Wilkerson was doing, but he got a bad exit on 4. And here comes Corey Carpenter, so we'll see. Carpenter looks like he'll be able to slide up in front of Wilkerson there, loses the rear end a little bit.
Oh,
into the wall!
Yeah, he may have gotten into him there off the 2 and got him a little squirrely.
Man. Let's set the alarm bells ringing and find Corey Carpenter.
Yeah. $92 laps to go here at Charlotte. We'll step aside, take one last commercial break before we take you all the way to the checkered flag. Zach Novak's your leader. At least one more pit stop on the way. We'll have it for you coming up here on FTF.
Of turn 4, and Michael Conti wins. And Nick Ottinger has secured his spot in the championship 4.
It is feature time in Tulsa. Let's go green.
He's got the run, but isn't enough. It's a drag race to the finish. Culver goes from 3rd to 1st in the last quarter.
Experience the world's most legendary racing events with iRacing. iRacing special events allow any member to compete in full-length multiplayer races based on some of the biggest events in motorsports all year round. Compete in virtual endurance races such as the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, and the Nürburgring 24 Hours. Take on some of the toughest races on the NASCAR calendar, such as the Daytona 500 and the Coke 600. We have races from disciplines across the racing world, from the Indy 500 to the Chili Bowl, from the Bathurst 1000 to the Crandon Championship. Our endurance special events utilize iRacing's team feature, where members can sign up and race together on their own team, swapping drivers throughout the race. Other events use iRacing Super Sessions, where you're not only racing against those on track, but against everyone taking part. As every race progresses, watch and feel the track change, with progressive time of day, dynamic weather and rain, and dynamic track debris and surface changes. Take on your favorite discipline, or try a brand new racing challenge with our biggest races of the year, the iRacing Special Events. Learn more at iracing.com/special-events.
Back here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, coming to 86 laps to go. Zach Novak has opened up his gap to 1.3 seconds over Jacob Wilkerson. Corey Carpenter is still all over the back bumper for that second spot, but has not been able to get around him.
And again, it's about this point in the run where handling starts to become even more paramount. I mean, especially when you're side by side. I mean, watching Nichols and Guest right here battle for 4th. I mean, these guys almost feel like they're driving the racetrack more than they are each other. Oh, Nichols and Overland there stepping out on exit. Gonna allow Hawken to peek down to the inside a little further back.
Forgive you, Jacob.
Oh, Overland's usually in the 47, so I clicked on the 47.
It's okay. It's fine.
by Corey Carpenter, who's battling
Yeah.
with Jacob Wilkerson for second. Michael Guest driven around him. It looks like Jake Nichols, maybe Hawken, could be right on that back bumper here any second.
Guess
Again, laps
threw it in
continued.
there, and I think Carpenter kind of gave up this as well. Like, yeah, you got it. Go get him.
This is one of the, I guess, the reviews that we have of the 87 cars at certain tracks, where if you push the tires for 1 or 2 laps, you're going to pay for it. So we saw Carpenter reel in the front 3 cars seemingly by himself a few laps ago, and now we see him paying the price for it. So we were joking around that I've made progress in this car, but at what cost? Now we're seeing the cost right now as these tires are just not agreeing with what Corey Carpenter wants to do. But someone's tires who are agreeing. Michael Guest makes his way through this front pack, slices through them like a hot knife through butter. And I don't know if he's going to try to attempt to reel in Zach Novak, because he's about 1.3 seconds back, but good to see Guest has such good long run speed.
And we'll see what the lap times look like in comparison to Novak. A little different this last time by, just because Guest was still working through the traffic. But looks like Guest has taken a little bit out from that lead already by about a 10th.
Wow, yeah. Over a 10th.
Huh.
Lead goes from 1.3 seconds down to about 1.2. So Novak is, he knows Guest is back there, and Guest's going to take his time trying to reel him back in.
And I mean, it goes together with what we saw in the first run as well, right? I mean, we were green flag there. We've been a little unlucky with some of the back-to-back cautions here, but now that we've gotten a little bit separated again, this is a lot of what we saw in that first run, where about 35, 36 laps in, you could start to see a little bit of turbulence in the way that the top 5 was oriented. So I think we're starting to see that a little bit here with Michael Guest starting to come alive towards the later half of this run.
Gap down under a second. Guest charging hard to close in on Novak for the race lead. Meanwhile, Chris Overland is coming to pit road.
Another unique pit strategy call from Overland.
Oh, and he overshot the box. Had to back up.
And there goes that. All right. So, fastest car on the racetrack last time by was Michael Guest. The only one in the 30.7 second bracket. Everybody else in the 8s and 9s.
He was faster that last time.
Yep. And still the fastest on the track. The gap now 6/10 back from Novak.
Really making that bottom work, too. See Novak, he's been running like the middle of the top lane in 1 and 2, a lane off the bottom in 3 and 4. Guest right on that white line through each corner, and he is making it work. No, he was faster that time too. What is?
Yep.
This is some insane pace right now by Michael Guest.
Don't want to alert anybody, but 7th place Jake Nichols, if you want to take a little bit of an onboard here on corner entry. Here's something a little bit interesting.
Does it involve him getting out of the gas and onto the clutch? Like that?
Yeah, this has been consistent over, it grabbed my attention about 3 laps ago.
I heard somebody do it driving by going into turn 1. I was like, huh, okay. Now we know. I mean, I don't see a problem trying to save some fuel, make this run a little bit longer, try and make your amount of time on pit road as short as possible. As here comes Guest, down under 0.2 of a second.
Still the fastest car on track last lap too. Great long run speed for Guest, though. 41 lap old tires, and he ran Zach Novak down. Former NASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing Series champion, Zach Novak, and passes him like he's standing still.
A couple more cars onto pit road. Nate Stewart, Sean Rowe, Brian Zabelski.
Wheels are slowly falling off for Justin Malillo. He's back to 18th.
Still a career run.
I think he,
Career run.
as long as he's in the top 20, I think he's okay with that type of run.
Larkin and King Cook here. This is for fourth.
And again, should start to see pit road get really active here in the next 10 to 12 laps. So that would put us right in that 60 to go-ish range, which we haven't seen anybody push it that far. But I mean, what, you're asking them to make it 3-4 laps? Here comes
Novak.
Novak.
44 laps on this run.
Strategy out the window for him.
And we saw them go, 54 to 56 laps on the first run, so this is a bit surprising. We'll see if the field follows suit. I think you'd still want to go as far as you can on this run. Guest is going to stay out, everyone else at the front, so we'll see what Zach Novak's thought process is with this strategy here.
I don't know. I mean, I think if you're sitting in the cockpit right there, your tires are killed. You're kind of just throwing in the towel on the strategy element and saying, okay, I'm going to have to make another pit stop. Let's just get it out of the way. And now you got one stop to the end, right?
Well,
so I wonder if anybody else is going to follow that, Jacob.
There's also the thought, too, where, all right, you pit now. Kane Cook's going to do the same thing right here. So is Michael Guest, your race leader. So these guys will pit here. You know what? Let me pit. Let me get tires. Let's run this about 30 laps. If we get a caution, I'm going to be bringing everybody to pit road anyway to get tires, get fuel, and we'll all be on the same strategy, and then I'll have the track position to go along with it.
Brandon Hawkins signals he's pitting as well. So we'll see just who else follows this. Jacob Wilkerson coming in as well, too.
Yep. I'll say, these guys have done a very good job getting onto pit road tonight.
Kyle Merkel in the pit lane, too. Art Reiner in 7th. Signals he's coming in. There we go. He's in the 47 tonight.
Yep.
We'll swap for Hegan Oberlin.
Oh,
Novak
man.
had to stop behind Josh Chin.
I thought we were going to see our next caution right there.
Just what those guys would want to see. Not really.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Black flag Kyle Merkel. Something on...
Too fast entering?
Too fast exiting. He's already been through his box, so he's going to have to come back in.
Ashley Kolonix making the call. Oh, coming in hot. Oh, boy, it's close.
Clean.
And for me, I've just been paying attention to the second place car of Jake Nichols. And I mean, that fuel number, again, if you can try to split it down the middle, he's been committed to this clutch pedal. 66 laps to go. It's been 50 since they were on pit lane. So again, if you can get that to meet in the middle, theoretically, this could be a one-stopper to the end. And you cut out that extra pit stop.
Theoretically.
Yeah, I mean, that's until the caution with 20 laps to go, obviously.
Unfortunately, Kevin McAdams has cracked the top 10.
Oh,
on the wall.
Nikolajczyk.
Nikolajczyk on the wall still.
Oh, hold on to it.
You make that
Got
noise
guest
again.
Kane Cook. No, there's no recreating that.
All right. Fresh tires needing to slalom their way through the older tires. Kane Cook and Michael Guest coming to unlap themselves. Corey Carpenter's still on the racetrack. We got one coming in. It's Nikolajczyk. On board with Corey.
He is not using the clutch. He's been able to make it this far.
There's Ryan Doucette behind him. That is second place for position. They should be coming in between like now and the next 2 or 3 laps of leaders. So we're going to see where all this shakes out compared to the strategy with Novak and company. Oh my goodness, just behind them, 3 wide. That was tense.
Oh. No.
It's okay. That's where we wanted to look.
Yep.
All the double-digit cars right there. Consecutive digit. Same digit. I need a drink of water.
Here comes Carpenter.
Ryan Doucette will stay out. Jake Nichols will stay out. Blake Reynolds stays out.
I think Blake's on that similar strategy to Nichols, where he's saving like crazy. Let's listen.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Coming to 60 to go this time. Here comes Nichols onto pit road.
And 60's a tall ask.
4 laps.
Yeah. He only made it 56.
That's a lot.
How about Doucette?
He has to be. Well, no, not that time.
Not that time.
Staying out.
Yep. But this will take you right to the edge of your window here. We said about 56, 57 at the latter end. I think for Nichols, as Blake Reynolds is now in, I think for Nichols, his thought was get me to 60 to go, and then I can save what I need to save. Blake Reynolds doing the and one. Doucette coming in this time. Matthew Zwack has yet to pit. Same with Josh Chin, Kevin McAdams, Wyatt Gray, Cosman, Wetz, and Melillo. So it's Zwack out in front.
I think Zwack might be coming in this time. And he is.
And again, now for Zwack, you've been out there for 58 laps, so there's 58 to go. Theoretically, this is your last stop.
Josh Chin stays out.
Mouse House 1, 2, 3, 6. Chin, McAdams, Yoneshu, and then Melillo back in 6th. Chin gonna stay out another lap.
Wow.
That's crazy.
This would be lap 60.
This is pushing it to the brink.
Oh, they spin!
Kevin and Cosman! Teammates! Right in front of Chris Wetz, and then they're going to Blues Brothers into each other on pit road. It was teammates that made contact a couple of weeks or last week at Michigan And it's those same teammates that make contact getting onto pit road now. Here's Chin in for his likely last stop. And that will hand the keys over to Zach Novak with 55 to go.
Oh, boy. Absolute disaster for Cosmin, Rets, and Kevin.
Let's see if we can go back.
Yeah,
and
I mean, this
take a look.
is not contact between them.
Yeah, this
so
is
Kevin,
two separate incidents.
Did Kevin forget to move his brake bias back or forward? Because if the rear end comes out of that car, that's... Yep.
And then watch Cosmin behind.
Oh,
he just gets pile driven by Wets.
Wow.
Somehow Justin gets through that one.
Oh,
Exhibit A of how to not pit under green.
yeah. That's not it, gang.
All right,
so
so
stay green.
At the end of this, Zach Novak has about a 2-second lead over Nate Stewart.
Nate Stewart?
Nate Stewart, P2.
He's definitely not going to make it. It's been 21 laps since he was last on pit road. So pretty older tires. And obviously we'll have to pit one more time here before the end.
Josh Chin, after stretching it longer than anybody else, finds himself back in 18th, 1 lap down right there.
Yeah, I mean, Chin's already on the clutch. He knows what he's going to have to do to get another 60 out of it here, so.
Well, he knows he can go 60. So that, and doing that might give him the confidence. He's stuck to the strategy. He's made his bed. He's got to lay in it now. Michael Guest looking for second.
Yeah, it's going to get fun here. Because here comes Kane Cook. Oh, Wyatt Gray.
Wyatt Gray. Got
Figured out.
Tahari in there. That's a lap car.
2 lap cars.
Yeah, and man, this 118 car. I mean,
Thank you, Caleb.
I'm just at a loss for words, as you can tell. I mean, I don't know how he hasn't spun that thing out. I know he's on the fresher tires, but he is just absolutely driving around these guys. It's past Guest and Cook. Obviously, not for position is Guest and Cook up here, second and third.
So when does the caution come out? And who is it?
Definitely
this
below
guy?
20th.
You're thinking it's Blake again?
It might. Well, although it sounds like he's on the clutch, so he may actually be driving smart now. But let's listen. No, okay.
Nope.
And you're a liar.
It's not very nice, Caleb.
6.
Listen, these things happen. Plenty of times we've watched people clutching and then we immediately go to them and they stop. So.
Getting all riled up about it. I'm not sure why you're doing that.
Listen, if Jacob gets to hand it out, he gets to take it sometimes.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh man, Michael Guest very loose off the 4. Justin Melillo continuing his career run behind them. About to say I passed King Cook and Michael Guest.
All I got was this T-shirt.
Look at him go. Makes the move. Okay, yep, there he goes. Now what's he gonna do?
Drive right on by him.
Right behind them, flies into pit road.
And he wrecks him.
What if
Murillo
Justin
takes him out, gets into the wall.
Justin just gets the loose off of 2 and just destroys Guest and Kane.
I think I had a red front going down or something.
Oh no. Yes, if you're not inspired by this effort by Justin Murillo tonight, something is wrong with you. I hope he's listening.
Oh, you know he is. He's got this broadcast up. Yeah, he's always got us up.
He's gonna
always has something
up.
to say to us.
He's going to climb back up here again and yell at me.
Not since you put him in his place on that last interview.
Does his
mid-sentence?
No, his helmet does have a hose thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's just the ticker covering it.
All right.
There it is.
No hose though.
All right. We have the technology. Disgusting act by Caleb Hoffman.
I apologize to Justin Malone.
He's on pit road for his final stop.
I don't like this strategy.
Yeah, 35 laps since he was last on pit road.
Seth says Justin does have hose. All right, thank you, Seth, for clearing that up.
HOSE for those of you listening and not reading chat.
Yes.
Not a different variation of that. Anyway.
For those of you using us to fall asleep, we apologize for keeping you up a little longer.
They'll be awoken if a wreck happens, so.
Yeah. Who yells the loudest? All right, calm down.
Yeah, we've gotten chat riled up, unfortunately. But anyways, race at hand.
Seth's fault.
Ooh, Sean would be great at ASMR.
Don't listen to her. She's lying.
Do you have a channel, Sean?
No, I don't.
Can you start one?
No, I can bring Kevin up here and he can do his ASMR. Oh, Nate. There's Nate Stewart's right now is practicing the tire squealing ASMR. Those tires not working very well for Nate, as Caleb mentioned previously. But a few times Caleb has been right.
Wow. Wow. This is why you don't get fist bumps in person.
It's kind of easy to avoid fist bumping somebody when you just avoid them entirely.
It's hard to miss, Sean.
That's Blake McCandless's fault for not giving us clear direction.
Listen, at least Blake McCandless makes an effort to hang out with us at respective races we travel to.
Wouldn't be the first time Caleb's done that to someone.
All right, we have a race. We have 39 laps to go. I don't want to talk about me ghosting people at races anymore.
38 laps to go.
At least I met Benjamin Easterday in real life.
I stared Benjamin Easterday and his father in the face at the Hail Melon Martinsville race, and I walked away.
All right.
Unintentional.
Whatever.
Even race control is cooking, Caleb.
It's been a rough last 10 laps for Caleb Hoffman in the chat right now. Nate Stewart's down on pit road from the 5th spot.
Battle for second.
I just don't see a world where the two-stop strategy works. In this situation, they have to
not
pit
at this point.
And then run down the guys saving fuel. I mean, I don't.
I mean, even then, when Doucette and Josh Chin came down the pit road, Zach Novak was, what, 13, 14 seconds behind him? I mean, you're not making that up on pace. And again, that's why I think it was so perplexing that we saw everybody kind of throw in the towel when they did and come down so early. Everybody that's been committed to this save strategy has, I think is going to have this race fall into their hands here.
Well, again, Zach, Kane, Guest, everybody that pit around that time are going to have to pit again. So
First car I think is safe is right here.
Here comes Novak.
Zach's coming in. That's going to trigger Kane and Guest. There's no way Kane made that.
No black flags.
Wow. Kane got on the binders to slow that thing down, and now Wilkerson and Hawking going at it for the lead now.
And you'll have to go back again. This is Doucette. He's the first one that might be able to make it. Nichols right behind. Carpenter right behind as well. Zwack in the mix. All four of them are right on the edge of being able to make it to the end. Wilkerson is on pit road. Hawkins stays out for another lap. Novak comes out a lap down to the race leader. So does Kane Cook. So does Michael Guest. Hawken is in.
Hawken coming in. Art Reimer's coming in. Strategery.
So Novak right now is about 20 seconds behind Ryan Doucette, which is who we expect this to cycle out for with 33 laps to go. Ashley Kolonix is currently the race leader. But she's got to pit one more time.
We need to pay attention to Doucette, Blake Reynolds, maybe Josh Chin, Wyatt Gray, and shockingly Justin Melillo. Those guys are right on the strategy of making it all the way.
And I think Nichols and Corey Carpenter could be in the business here to make it to the end as well.
And I mean, you can feel the urgency. I'm just watching Zach Novak right now. He put the bumper to use off of turn number 4 on Chris Overland to cycle him up out of the way. I mean, that 0-2 was just full go, go, go mode. Knows he has to make up as much time as possible. Only going to have 31 laps and only going to have so much of this tire advantage forever, right? So, I mean, just purely hot lapping it out there right now. Trying to make up as much time as he can right now. 19 seconds back to Ashley Kolonix. And that would be about 18 seconds back to Doucette. Like we said, expect him to be the leader after everything cycles through.
And Kolonix needs a caution to come out big time because
correct.
She needed a pit around when Novak and company pitted. So if a caution doesn't come out, that'll be the end of the race for Kolonix, essentially, and that strategy that she's on goes out the window.
But for Novak, he's only picking up about a second to a second and a half on the race leaders per lap. So he's got to pick that pace up or make this a consistent game. Like, he can't level off.
This is
I think
interesting back
he's
here.
going to come up short.
This is interesting back here because nobody is moving ahead of Ryan Doucette because they know he's the, I don't want to say spearhead of this strategy, but Doucette, Zwack, Reynolds, Nichols, all right here are on this strategy. And they are right now letting Ryan Doucette dictate the pace of this. So you're going to see all these guys just in a line, saving as much fuel as they possibly can. But I'd like to know how hard Josh Chin can push it because he was the one that stretched it the longest. And he's got a good 3-4 laps of fuel over the guys that we know can potentially make it all the way while saving a lot. I want to know just how much Chin is saving at the beginning of the run and if he can push it towards the end of the run to maybe be involved in the finish of this thing.
Chin is 6 seconds back. on Doucette and company.
And that's not a very big gap if you think about it, especially when Doucette and all them have to save essentially until the very end, and Shin can maybe start pushing a little harder.
Zwack gets by him
before them.
And that's the thing, right? It's not like last pit.
Oh, there it is.
It's over. What happened?
Kyle Merkel on the backstretch.
Oh, man.
With 26 laps to go.
There it is.
Take the strategy and throw it away.
And guess who it was? I mean, we'll take a look at the replay here. Kyle Merkel takes the spin on the backstretch. Just take a look. We'll just take a look.
All right, relax.
Does it involve that black 02
I was
car?
about to say, you can already see him in frame. Again, we talked about how aggressive this 02 of Zach Novak was being. A little too aggressive right here. Just punts the 74 out of the way.
It looks like Kyle got loose on exit front of him. If we can maybe get another angle, that's not too much work, Jacob.
He definitely got loose after Zach hit him.
Yeah.
Well, just watch on corner exit. The car's already kind of going around. Definitely a bobble there.
Yeah, he
definitely bobbled
wiggled
in front of him.
And around goes Kyle Merkel. And
how about some pit stops?
The crew chiefs are slamming their clipboards down
Money
on
stop
their
time
hollows.
with 25 to go.
Yeah, Jimmy, if that's on Zach, I will be shocked. But
yeah. Well,
that might be how it's called. We'll see.
Yep. 2-tire call. Michael Guest first off the pit lane.
What a stop.
He's the only one that takes 2 tires. Everybody else took 4.
And Sean Rowe stays out.
And he can make it.
Thank you, Liam.
Called racing deal by Race Control, so.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
But Sean Rowe, he needs to come in. He's on 12-lap older tires. He will be dropping in a hurry.
Picked apart.
Commits to this strategy.
Well, but I don't know.
Don't encourage him, Jacob. We've seen it all race. Come on in,
Jacob
Sean.
just
Get
wants
the
a
tires.
third big one.
There you go.
No.
There you go. Wyatt A. Gray puts this in the nicest way possible in the race chat. This is rather frustrating. I agree with that. We were all looking forward to seeing how these strategies would pan out. And
but man,
racing happens.
That's on us. We did talk about getting that caution with about 20 to go from Team.
I did ask. What's the caution? Where's it going to be?
I said below 20th, and I was right.
Yep.
I didn't
Blake
even have
Reynolds
to look up to see that the caution
bottom,
came out.
and he is now in third. The magic of the choose.
I knew just based off of the screaming that there was a caution, so I didn't even look up at the flag. I looked straight down to find who wrecked.
Justin Melillo in ninth.
All right.
That might actually be a career day.
What is happening here?
Well, here we go.
He is a nervous man behind the wheel of that race car right
Everybody
now.
is right now. Everybody.
Michael Guest, Ashley Kolonix, Doucette, Reynolds, and Zwack on the front row. 23 laps to go. A great launch there from Matthew Zwack. No, Michael Guest. I know who you are. Here is Zwack, though, trying to stick it 3 wide, heading to turn number 1, but he can't get there.
Oh, wow. Back in the field, Jacob Wilkerson.
Yep, there it is. Wreck,
no.
Crash, Melillo, Josh Chin, Kevin McAdams, and more. Kane Cook, Nate
Jacob
Stewart.
Wilkerson threw it into turn 1 3 wide, and I think that is what caused this whole thing.
What a mess. David L. Brown with more damage.
Justin?
Sean,
What?
that's your fault.
How's that my fault?
That is your
What did
fault.
I do?
Well, let's take a look.
I get through that if you didn't say anything.
What do you mean?
Let's take a look. And I don't know what happened to Josh.
It's on Josh.
Yeah, Josh just lost it.
You got to go yell at your teammate there, buddy. He's gone. Ugh.
Everything went to hell behind him.
Nate Stewart there. I don't know if we called him in the wreck.
Yeah, watch the 43. Makes the move. Josh just loses it, and then...
Yeah, completely unrelated.
Well, he still clipped
Wilkerson was...
Kane.
Yeah, he was still going to take out the 13. That was just 2 wrecks for the price of 1 there, and then Kane gets nailed by Josh and Nate Stewart just plowing along. On board, Nate Stewart.
Loose.
Ugh.
Oh, man.
Blinded.
Never mind.
Yeah. And then they just keep wrecking.
That's 2 wrecks tonight where it feels like that 01 All-Star race where just the entire field is in and down in turn 1 and 2.
It's raining down there.
Yeah.
I think it might be raining down there. Hey, y'all like that restart? We get to do it again with Michael Guest and Ashley Collins here with even less time. So
get the backup cars out. Why not?
And half a dozen less cars.
Right.
Yep. Get the cheated up backup cars out and throw them on out there, you know. Wow.
Oh man. All right. Well, again, about 15 minutes ago, we all thought this would be a strategy barn burner to the end of it, but here we are, and it's going to be restart fest. You already know.
Okay, Jimmy. What are you and Liam talking about?
When you pour milk into cereal, does that milk become a beverage, a broth, or a sauce? Honestly, yeah, Jimmy has a great point. I agree. I think it's a broth, and then it turns into a beverage because you drink all the milk. Appreciate some of iRacing's greatest minds in the chat here enjoying the Team Conti Performance World 600K with us.
That's what the race is called.
Hey, no typos on the ticker. Appreciate the spell checking crew here at FTF.
Yeah, look at that.
Bucket of soup.
There were no dumb words like Brooklyn this week, so.
Brooklyn with 2
visuals.
N's.
Yeah.
Big buckets of soup.
We don't talk about the bar visuals error.
Bar visuals.
Well, look, here's the graphic. It's fixed now. You see? Oh no, it's not. It's still broken.
No, it isn't.
Let's move on.
Great job.
It's worse. I don't know why.
That might be the worst.
All right, here we go. 19 laps to go on the restart. We're back to green.
One of several restarts we're getting ready to see.
Yep. Everybody sending it down into 1. Big move from Kolnick. Moving up in front of Ryan Doucette. Everybody getting through the gears. Blake Reynolds is sideways. Don't do that to me, Blake. Hold on to it. Oh, and 3 wide. Look at Swack here.
Oh, man, that was
draft.
close. Yeah, you know how a bump draft and dog leg in these cars works out? Whole bunch of wrecked race cars.
Man, oh man.
We've seen a couple of those in the mid-2000s here at Charlotte, and it didn't go well.
Racing well into the night, as Jamie points out in sim.
Oh! Car on the wall, Carpenter got put up there to turn 3 and 4, but is able to straighten it out. Lost a couple spots. Here comes Ashley Kolnick looking for the lead.
It's going to be an absolute dogfight up here. You can see Kolnick, Blake Reynolds trying to peek inside. Kolnick's not going to have the mow.
Oh, Reynolds gets
Into
to the
the wall! Oh, and up into the air! Almost a car upside down. A huge crash. That was the worst one of the night. And with 17 laps to go, again the front of the field goes flying apart. Ryan Doucette, Matthew Zwack, Wyatt Gray, all destroyed.
Got our own modified class out there now.
Oh, man. I mean, how many big ones can we fit into a race?
Not what
That's
I
the
wanted.
pace car.
Hello? Thank you. Well,
I mean, Blake Reynolds has a
Oh,
huge head of steam.
Wyatt Gray used the brakes challenge.
These cars, I mentioned it earlier in the race, are very uneasy on the straights.
Blake comes
I
down.
don't know. I don't know what happened there, if the car just came out from under him.
Kevin
or
McAdams got a piece of that, got into the back of Corey Carpenter.
I'm sure Kevin's really happy of being involved in his third wreck of the night.
On board with Wyatt Gray.
Oh, this would be interesting.
Yep.
Wreck happens. Pow!
Oh,
Just
my
never slowed
God.
down. Never, not once. Taste the rainbow. Well,
I mean, and
He
you know
tasted
how
something.
bad I feel for Ryan Doucette. I mean, again, I thought he had that figured out on strategy, and again, is just thrown into the restart soup. And
Please tell me Justin wasn't involved in this.
Justin has it slowed down. He's fine.
Okay.
I was told Malillo can, so
I see that.
Why?
Wow, thrilling.
Thank you for this, Seth.
I'm never listening to Seth Knoll ever again.
Doing the opposite of what Jose Solis Jr. did earlier tonight.
Saw a great car. Yeah.
Blake
On board
Reynolds.
with Blake.
So,
Is he reading the
these
TV
cars-
panel?
I don't know. Like this car, like I said, it's hard to explain.
Oh
You know what
my!
I'm talking about if you've driven this car.
It's Wilkerson that almost gets destroyed.
There was one more car that tiptoed their way through this. I think it was Tom Wetmore in the 51. That's the last one I'm going to ask for after this.
That might have been the great car.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Novak getting destroyed as well. Man,
All right. Wetmore,
heavy hitters
for-
in that one.
For
This is-
favor.
Yep, this is Wetmore.
He's got
far
damage
back.
already.
Well, with how many wrecks we've had tonight, bound to get in at least one.
Right there's how would you like to see this happening in front of you?
All right.
All right.
Pretty good.
Not too shabby. And now Tom's in the top 10.
Yep.
And we have only like
We have-
15 cars here for
We
the
have-
restart.
We have a C fixed field left.
We started with 43 cars.
44 cars.
But only 43 cars took the green flag. Right now, there are 20 on the lead lap
Oh man.
and probably half a dozen that have not been in a wreck tonight.
Looks
Pace
like
car
Talladega.
is
shame.
in. 13 laps to go. Green flag is back in the air. It's Michael Guest against the field.
And it's a try not to die challenge for everybody else. I mean, just make it. How about
Sean
Sean
Rowe?
Rowe up here?
Remember how he stayed out for a lap? Well, it worked.
We got some fresher tires, though, back here. Jacob Wilkerson, about 4 lap newer tires. Chris Wetson, that's 71.
Yep.
So a lot of these guys are on much fresher tires.
We'd like to welcome in a new audience from the Zach Novak Network. Over to us. 12 laps to go, and the racing getting good at the front. Here comes Jake Nichols. He wants the lead, hunting for his first career Barr Visuals FTF Cup Series victory.
And we'll see again. This is what we've seen all night long, a battle between these two lanes, and Jake Nichols trying to make the inside lane work. Michael Guest so strong on this outside. Here comes Brandon Hawken to make it a 3-car race for the lead down into turn 1 with 11 laps to go.
Wilkerson in the mix as well. But Hawken is hauling. Remember, Guest is holding everybody off. He's just on 2 tires.
Wilkerson really trying to make that top side work. Chris Wetz on the bottom. Rowe nearly hooks Wilkerson off the corner. This is the pack that we need to watch for the win in this race. Right now, Michael Guest, a mirror full of everybody. Jake Nichols showering sparks out of the back of that car. Here comes Brandon Hawkins to the outside of Wilkerson into turn number 3. This is anybody's ball game as we're coming into turn number 4.
And Wetz is in this group as well. It is a 6-horse fight for now. This could bring Cosman and Malachi Drake into the mix before it's said and done. 9 laps to go.
Cosman was getting lapped earlier, and it was in the top 10.
Guess breaking the draft. He's trying to. Down the back stretch. Wilkerson peeking inside for second. Nichols going to hold him off and shut the door. 8 to go.
How about Chris Wetz underneath Brandon Hawkin here?
Gonna get it done.
Yeah, clear.
Wetz to P4.
Freshest tires of the top 5 here in the number 71, so could be something with 8 laps to go. Can Chris Wetz make a surge? Jake Nichols holding him up, though, just ahead of him. Side by side for second. Here comes Nichols again on this outside of Wilkerson.
There's Cosman catching this group. And Michael Guest has to be smiling ear to ear right now, loving what he's seeing out the rearview mirror with them being side by side. If nobody can get by each other here to get to Guest, he's going to be a happy camper, but the patience has to be running thin.
Into turn 3, still side by side for second. What does Wetz do? He needs to make early use of these tires, and having Nichols and Wilkerson side by side, that's really hindering his progress on these tires. It looks like they may sort it out. Look at Cosman in that number 24. Again, we were mentioning he was getting lapped earlier in this race, and now he is battling for a top 5 position as Nichols will finally clear Wilkerson. And how much more time and tires does that 63 have to get to the back of Guest?
Push from Wetz.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Wetz is getting so impatient, but he has to because he's running out of time. Only 5 laps to go. Trying to use this high lane. Nichols has done such a good job to hold him off and might actually have a little bit of breathing room now to make a run at Michael Guest.
Oh, caution!
Wetmore has crashed with Sobelski, and we will go to overtime in the Team Conti World 600.
Only fitting. Now what do? You're on 21 lap older tires or old tires at the front.
Ooh.
Wetmore just got burned. Oh, Justin, no.
Corey Carpenter with the chrome horn.
You watch that purple 93 there. Looks like Tom was coming down a little bit. Maybe didn't know they were staggered 3 wide. Justin was just there.
Man,
what do? I'm with Jimmy here. You got to come down and get some tires. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't if you're Michael Guest.
I think you have to pit.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're going to see enough stay out.
Whoa.
Oh.
Wow. And Jake Nichols is one of just a few that will come onto pit road.
Wow.
He'll be joined by guys like Blake Reynolds, Sean Rowe, Art Reimer.
This is going to get interesting. Jake Nichols, if I'm him, throw 4 tires on this damn thing.
Yeah.
We are going to rip around everybody. We'll see if we
This
can
is
get
going
up
to be
there.
the craziest restart. But I mean, honestly, out of everybody up here, I love Chris Wetz and Cosman. They have that 10-lap tire advantage on Guest. I mean, they are in such a good position right now on this overtime restart. Another thing, too, is nobody within this top 5 has won a race yet this season.
You know, Michael Guest, the only guy in this top 5 that has won a race in the last year. Hawken hasn't won since 2022. Chris Wetz hasn't won since 2020.
Wilkerson won the 2022 Barr Visuals FTF 500, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, but even back to like Malachi Drake I mean, Kevin McAdams was what, the 23 Bristol Fall race, 22 Bristol Fall race, somewhere in there.
Kevin hasn't won a race since 1996.
Wow.
Chris Overland's never won a race here. Nichols hasn't. The only guy that's won this year is Blake Reynolds in 11th. It's time to choose.
So this is how we're breaking it down. Good choice by Wets there to take the outside. So Michael Guest, 23 lap old tires. Wilkerson, 19 laps. Wets and Cosmin Yoneshu, 13 lap old tires. Brandon Hawken, 23 laps. Malachi Drake, 19. Kevin McAdams, 12. And Jake Nichols is coming out in 8th. So he is the first one on 4 tires. And he is about to commit some war crimes coming through this field.
The Barr FTF Cup Series will not return next week after what Jake Nichols is about to do on this restart.
We may have a sport ender here, but we will.
First virtual sport ender incoming.
Oh man, hold on to your hats, folks. This is gonna be something.
Michael Guest and Jacob Wilkerson on the front row. Guest has had some great restarts tonight. This could be the restart that sends him to victory lane. Back on the gas, green flag. 2 laps to go in the Team Conti World 600. A great launch from Guest. He is clear for the lead. Side by side for second, and that's what Guest wants to see.
Nichols is 3 wide back there, though. He's trying to get around.
He lost the nose, though.
Oh, man.
Here comes
2 laps
Wilkerson.
to go. Doing such a good job. Going to have the inside on Michael Guest here. Chris Wetz trying to straddle this outside line. Off at turn number 4, it's going to be Michael Guest to lead the field to the white flag.
We made it. 1 more lap to go. Wetz looking outside. That could be all Guest needs.
Down into 1 and 2. Wilkerson had a great run on the bottom lane. He's going to try to get the side draft on Guest. He has the left rear going into turn 3. Here comes Wetz to the outside.
3 wide for the lead into turn number 3. Coming back to the start-finish line. Up the hill goes Wilkerson. He almost gets into Guest. Wetz in the wall, and Michael Guest will win the Team Conti World 600 at Charlotte.
Man. Michael Guest held him off.
How did he make the 2 tires work?
His 12th career Barr Visuals FTF Cup Series victory. And his first win on 2025. Once again, another new winner this season.
When the trivia question comes up, who was the first winner in the Gen 4 car in the FTF Barr Visuals FTF Cup Series, you will say Michael Guest. A little bit more smoke in that burnout iRacing, but still looks good, I guess.
Looks like nothing.
Jimmy, we are not asking him if milk is what.
We might have
We're
to ask.
not asking
We
him
might
that.
have to ask. Man, oh
We
man.
are not asking him if it's a broth, a beverage, or a sauce. We are not asking him that.
I might have to interject. I might have to interject on that one.
All right.
Michael Guest is your winner tonight. Chris Wetz finishes 2nd. Brandon Hawken finishes 3rd. Jacob Wilkerson 4th. Cosmin Yoneshu comes home with a top 5. Malachi Drake in 6th. Jake Nichols, the 4 fresh tires, could only lead him to 7th. Kevin McAdams in 8th. Chris Overland 9th. And Blake Reynolds finishes in 10th, Caleb.
Yeah, Sean Rowe going to come home in 11th after a really strong back half to this race. Art Reimer in 12th. Corey Carpenter 13th. Kyle Merkel in 14th. Paul Mikolajczyk in the 15th position. Justin Malillo comes home in 16th. Ryan Doucette in 17th. Ashley Kolonix 18th. Tom Wetmore 19th. Rounding out your top 20 is Brian Zabelski.
And Ronnie Osmer 21st. David Brown in 22nd. Wyatt Gray had a good run most of the race. Finishes 23rd. Zach Novak, 24th. Matthew Zwack, 25th. Nate Stewart, 26th. Some heavy hitters back here in the 20s. Kane Cook, 27th. Josh Chin, 28th. Gabriel Dahari, 29th. And Jake Poulin in the iconic 00 around out the front 30.
Now this is the used car lot back here. Wyatt Tinsley, Santi Tires, Ryan Andrew, Jaden Hopp, Aaron Smith, Ryan Alraki, Michael Conti, the series or the race sponsor tonight, could not finish. Had a strong car early. So did Joe Armstrong, the outside pole sitter, Seth Knoll, Jonathan Oates, and then the rest of the gang here. Falkingham, Jose Solis Jr., Jackson Anderson finishing last, and then Alex Van de Sant, who did not take the green flag. Michael Guest, your winner tonight here at Charlotte, and it took a couple of late race restarts, but you were able to get it done. Take us through that final restart, because you had a lot of hungry drivers in your mirror.
Yeah, that was stressful. I was on 2 tires there, and I think I was on older tires than some of the guys around me, so I was expecting to get ran over. So I'm glad the tires evened out a little bit under the yellows to where they weren't too much faster than me. And then Jacob could have definitely wrecked me on the last lap there, and just by pushing up into me trying to go for the win. So I really appreciate that he didn't do that, especially after how long of a race that was. But no, that was fun stuff. I miss a low downforce car like that. It's been a while since we've had a car that on iRacing that's really felt right and not broken in the game that has high horsepower. So no, that was definitely a good time. They just need to turn the draft down a little bit, but all around, that was a really enjoyable race. Way better than I expected.
No doubt about it. Obviously, we got a little crash happy at the end, but a really long green flag run to start the race. And we had another long green flag run going toward the end. We were looking at potentially fuel mileage to end this race.
So that run where we went green, I had gotten the lead and then Novak immediately pit. And what I should have done is tried to go for the one stop, because I think I could have made it on fuel just because of how much I was tire saving. But then I ended up pitting a couple laps after just because my indecision. So that almost put me behind. So I really needed that caution at the end. I think that was going to be a battle between Novak and Kane, possibly. I might have been able to catch up, but that race was definitely between us 3 after it got going there. So just glad things worked out in my favor.
Looking ahead, we're going to run these cars at a lot of different racetracks over these next couple of weeks. I have to imagine that after being the first driver to win in these cars in this series, that you're looking forward to more of these Gen 4 cars at these kind of racetracks.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like I said, I really like the low downforce stuff, so I enjoy when we do the 87s and stuff like that. The next gen is fun at times, but there's a lot about that car that just, I mean, I'm sweating a little bit tonight. Got myself worked up during those runs. Definitely doesn't happen like that in the next gen. So, and it's been a while since I've won. So, yeah, I'll definitely take tonight, and hopefully I'll be at the next few. I tend to skip a few races here and there, and gonna try to lock in for these next few and make the playoffs.
Well, Michael, congratulations on the win tonight. We will see you next weekend from Pocono in these race cars, and then after that, another big event, the Pepsi but not Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Should be a lot of fun.
Mike, before you go, just so we shut our chat up.
Nope, I'm not answering.
Please just tell them. Please just get it over with so they will stop.
It's not happening.
Thank you. We appreciate it. See, everybody can shut up now in the chat.
Yep.
I agree.
You'll never know, chat. You'll never know.
Thank
All right,
you.
let's talk. Let's talk with our second place finisher. He has won Chris Wetz, and he's with Caleb Hoffman.
And here with Chris Wetz, I mean, your first top 5 of the season. And I mean, what a crazy night here for the debut of the Gen 4. Just talk me through. I mean, I saw you trying it on that high side, coming to the checkered flag. Just you need a little more there?
Yeah, I only had a few lap newer tires, and he was faster all night than me anyway. I really just got up there because of attrition, and I think a couple more laps I could have got him, but just didn't quite have enough.
And I mean, going on into the next portion of the schedule, however, with the Gen 4, I mean, how does it feel tonight? Just as a momentum builder for you. Again, we were talking about what a reset point this was into the schedule, but I mean, we'll be using the Gen 4 all the way through Chicago here in about a month's time.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's good for me. I was slower with this car than I have been with the Gen 4, the next gen and the '87 cars, but I was starting to get it a little bit at the end. Just the way the tires wear in this car is very different.
And we're still firmly within that playoff race. Right now, inside the top 10 of points, but appreciate your time, Wets, and great run for you tonight in that number 71 on the podium.
Yep, thanks.
That is Chris Wets. We'll go back to you, Jacob.
Man, I didn't even put his lower third up. I got distracted. Well, there you go,
Great
Chris.
job.
Sorry. Oh man. All right. Well, let's talk with our third place finisher. It's been a while since we've seen him on the racetrack. Brendan Hawken. He's with Sean.
Brandon, first of all, it's great to see you, man. You're my favorite interview in all of these races, and I gotta say, it is great to talk to you. How are you feeling about the race there?
Thanks, Sean. Good to talk to you too. It's been a while, and man, yeah, what a race that was. Man, that first 200 and however many laps, that was, yeah, some of the most fun I've had on iRacing, and yeah, I'm just yeah, happy we could get such a great race there, like up until that point. Of course, towards the end it fell apart a little bit, but that was an absolute blast, and I'm glad, yeah, Gen 4s are back. It's yeah, I was definitely missing running the version of the old car around like 2023 or so, and then yeah, we got this thing, and it feels really similar to how it was before. So yeah, just man, I like, fantastic car to drive. It's just, yeah, so much fun. You're trying to there's a bit of tire saving, but you can still drive the car and you can still race, and um, it's yeah, it was just an absolute blast, racing wheel to wheel with all these guys.
I was gonna say, I was thinking the entire race, like, what are some differences I could pull from the previous iteration of this car and the current one? And I want to say they're similar, but in a way they're not. I mean, I could ask you that the same. Like, what do you think the biggest difference is between this one and the one we had prior?
So, before 2024 season one, I felt like you could, like the car was felt a lot more like this one, where the suspension's like nice and soft. It kind of just glides over the bumps, and you can use the right rear a little bit. I feel like you could use it a little bit more on the 2023 season, yeah, season four car. Um, but yeah, this is just a little bit more in the direction of what it was in 24 season one in that regard with the right rear tire. But other than that, it's less twitchy for sure. Got the longer wheelbase. But other than that, it feels really similar to my favorite version of the old car. And um, yeah, the version that we had, just like going into this season, it felt like, it almost became like, it almost started to feel like the next gen in a way. Like, it was, yeah, like really bumpy over the bumps, and it didn't absorb the just the yeah, it didn't absorb the bumps as well, I don't think, and had to be a lot easier on the right rear. The line between, um, like, having grip and having no grip was a lot thinner, I feel. So yeah, I think, yeah, we this car is like an absolute blast. So just yeah, happy that we get to drive these. Been long anticipated. I know a lot of us, we've been waiting a really long time for this car, and this peak NASCAR. It's just so much fun.
So does that mean we're going to get to see you in more FTF races down the line this year?
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah, I was getting a little bit burnt out on the next gen a bit, and so yeah, I decided to kind of just run a part-time schedule, and but there's a lot of Gen 4 races coming up, and some road courses, of course, too. Gotta show up to those, and it's gonna be fun. So yeah, man, I hope that the hype train for the Gen 4 never dies, and we just keep riding it. It's because it's such a blast, and yeah, very minimal dirty air. The draft's a little bit on the strong side, and the side draft might be a little bit strong as well. But apart from that, it's absolutely fantastic car, and Yeah, looking forward to running more of these things, and I think I think it helps with the racing too because after with the next gen and cars similar that are extremely aero dependent, you kind of have to get everything off the start, and if you don't have tire wear involved, then like everybody's going for everything, every restart, and it can cause some chaos. But here you can be patient, save your stuff, and then get the other cars later in the run. So it gives the opportunity for people to spread out a bit, and not that we saw much spread here. The racing was really close tonight, but. You have a little bit of room to play with, and just kind of take your time and run your own race. So yeah, it was really enjoyable.
There you go. You heard it here as well from the man Brandon Hawken. Hashtag buy the next gen, not next gen, buy the Gen 4.
Yeah, nobody
is
wants
what
the
I'm
next
trying
gen.
to say. Nobody wants the next gen. But as always, Brandon, appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, and congrats on a great P3.
Thank you guys, and yeah, great win to Guest, and fantastic run there from Chris Wetz as well. That was really cool to see him up front, and yeah, hopefully see you guys soon, and yeah, hopefully talk to you soon. So yeah, it's had so much fun, and hopefully see you next time.
Absolutely. That is Brandon Hawken, P3. Congratulations. Jacob, back on to you.
All right. Well, man, what a long night, but good night, all things considered.
And nobody's asking if milk is a broth, a beverage, or a sauce. So you guys can stop with that in the chat there. So that isn't, we're not doing that. We're a professional organization here.
Anyways.
All right. Final thoughts, guys?
No, yeah, I mean, on a serious note, yeah, I mean, what a debut tonight for the Gen 4 here at Charlotte. I mean, I feel like this is everything that you could have wanted and maybe more. It just to see how these cars drove on the long runs, to get the strategy that we did tonight, and then also at the end when everything went awry, got a little off track there, but I mean, still a fantastic finish to make up for it. And overall, what a fantastic week of racing with the US 500 last night as well. I mean, again, it feels so incredible to have watched both of these races up here from the booth. It's truly been a special weekend up here with you guys.
I would echo that. I mean, it was a great race all around, provided some fantastic side-by-side action, long green flag runs, and I would say it's a successful debut for this car. As those guys were saying, as couple little tweaks can be made to make it a little bit better and more realistic, but overall it's a great car to drive, and as you guys saw, provided some great racing, and definitely can't wait for the next one. And less next gen races would be fantastic, but either way, it is very nice to see another car make its way onto the FTF roster.
No doubt about it. Here from Charlotte, Michael Guest, your winner of the Team Conti Sim Performance World 600. Want to thank you guys so much for watching tonight. We will be back a week from Sunday at Pocono in the Gen 4 cars. Should be a lot of fun. For Sean Butler and Caleb Hoffman alongside me, I'm Jacob Pitts. Thank you so much for watching. It is Michael Guest with his first win of 2025, winning at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We'll see you next week from Pennsylvania.